Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ETF2L Season 28 Premiership Tier Grand Final between SVIFT and Ascent.EU. I am Peter. Catching all of the air shots on stream will be Gemm. And joining me tonight is going to be Alba. How are you doing, Alba? Are you hyped for the finals?
I am very hyped. This is a classic David versus Goliath type of matchup. I am very hyped for this one.
Yeah, we should probably talk about it because going into the season, there were three major favorites that we were really talking about were going to win the season. There was Lego, SVIFT, and Low Panda. And then kind of below that, we had Ascent and Antic, I think. And Antic dropped out very early on. And then Ascent, they were kind of middling along throughout the season, doing not all that good, really, but it was still all right. And then they barely, I don't want to say barely, but it wasn't really a safe thing that they were going to be in the Final Four until the very last week. So they kind of made it in very securely in the end, and then we were all just expecting them to lose out pretty quickly. But then all of a sudden, they just had all these really close matches, including against SVIFT. And then they still lost to SVIFT, and then they got knocked down into the lower bracket against Low Panda. And then they beat Low Panda. Then we were like, all right. That was really good, but Low Panda, all right, maybe like they weren't really that good anyway or something. Like they still do have Mookie on the team. But then they played against Lego, like the clear favorites. And Lego had been looking so strong. And as it turns out, they beat Lego as well. And it wasn't undeserved or anything. It was a close game, but they still beat them completely fair and square. And now they're here in the finals.
Yeah, crazy stuff. I'm really surprised actually. They have a good roster, but it's not like filled with veteran players, like I would say SVIFT is. So it was pretty surprising to see the upsets that they did, especially the one versus Lego, as you said.
Yeah, and we think we should go through the rosters here. They're a little bit messed up because of all the roster shifting going on. We saw Ali kind of just rage quit mid-match against Lego at some point, and then they had to in Cadis, and then Cadis Mouse rage quit on him. So now Ali's going to be back apparently. It's going to be interesting to see how he's going, but it's going to be Cadis was going to be out, and then instead of Cadis, it's also going to be another Merc. It's going to be Funds playing instead of Tiger. So it's basically the number 1 scout in Tiger being replaced by the number 2 scout in Funds. Do you think that's a big hit?
I think playing with Mercs is always kind of a hit, but I would say it's not a super big hit. Funds is a very, very good scout, and I would rate Tiger and Funds fairly equally.
Yeah, right. And are there any changes on Ascent.EU's roster?
Yeah, Talash, very, very good scout. So I would say it's a bit of an upgrade. Talash has more experience than Neo, obviously, and he's a very, very talented player. So I would say that's a small upgrade actually. But then again, Neo's been playing with the team for quite a while. He has the chemistry, and let's see how Talash fares in his shoes.
Yeah, he was definitely carrying a whole lot of bunch in the last match against Lego. He was like doing really, really well. He was just getting 6Ks and massive headshots and everything. And him stepping in instead of Neo it's pretty fortunate that they got exactly for the last, because Neo, like his sniping is actually really, really good. So whenever they get a Merc, there's a big chance that they lose out on their sniper potential, but Talash is a really good sniper as well, so they don't actually lose out on any sniper potential. Almost the other way around. So it works out really well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really hyped to get this match going.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's talk about the maps real quick. We had a pick ban phase, and I believe Ascent, they picked Reckoner, and then SVIFT, they picked Process, and then Ascent picked Snakewater, and then finally Gullywash was picked as the final map by SVIFT. So what are your thoughts about these map picks?
I mean, SVIFT coming in with the bottom map advantage, going through the upper bracket, is certainly going to give them an advantage. But the maps overall, I think, it's very hard to say. I think these teams are very even as it stands currently, so it could definitely swing either way. And I think like at this level of TF2, all the players are fairly comfortable on all the maps.
Yeah, I will definitely say that Reckoner is going to be Ascent's big map. Like they really need to win that one. It's been their stable map, I believe, where they just keep on winning it. And So, and it's going to be the first map, and they need 3 maps to win this. So, if they lose that one, I feel like all hope is almost over. So, that's going to be a really key map.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to claw their way back with being 2 maps down.
Yeah, indeed. I don't know if we have any more different statistic things we can look at. Any more stats? Some heads-to-head, maybe. We'll see what magical buttons Gem's gonna push here. Oh yeah, this is a good matchup. I like it. It's gonna be Thalas versus Samsi. Anything stick out to you here?
I mean, 7 being a more passive team, it's pretty obvious that Thalas is gonna get less kills.
Oh, yeah, one game.
Yeah, Thalas only has 1 game. That's correct. Thank you, Gem, for pointing that out. So I mean, it's not super much we can take out of these stats, I would say. Let's see if we can get a different matchup. Here we go. Okay, so this is pretty interesting matchup.
Yeah, like Flu has probably been the weak link throughout the entire season. Where he started out as a pocket, and now he's probably more of a roamer. He gets less heals than Korvac, and he jumps in and he dies a whole lot. But this magical thing happened against Lego, where it was actually really working out for them. And you're just doing so much damage and getting key picks and just buying so much space for his team they could just walk forward. So maybe he's finally figured it out. And still he's going up against Silentis on a roamer. So if they get in a roamer duel, I would definitely favor Silentis. When Silentis' stats are overall better, but it's not like a significant margin, and there's definitely this wild card factor going on with Flu.
Yeah, absolutely. And at this level, as I said earlier, it's a very small margins that come into play.
Yeah. Oh, I was switching server. That's all right. Cool. Yeah, the STV was like super buggy. It was just everyone was just like teleporting around. I'm not sure. I imagine the server was kind of fine, but the STV was just all sorts of banged up. So apologize. I apologize for the delay, but you're gonna enjoy it when you don't get to like look at people just teleporting around where you can barely tell what's going on. No, probably better for everyone if we just have a workable STV.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, cool. We already have another connect. Wonderful. Alba, do you have any favorites going into this match? We talked about how it's like a David versus Goliath, but I have a feeling that it's not like I would rate Swift as a massive favorite by any stretch of the imagination. What's your take on it?
Absolutely. I mean, I think if Ascent takes the first map, then they can very well run away with the whole series. But I would still favor Swift with the 1 map advantage that they have. I would say it favors them. That's what I go with.
Yeah, I have this. I don't know. I have this gut feeling in like my heart of hearts that Ascent, they're gonna take this. Like they're gonna run away with it. They're gonna do the impossible. They're gonna like complete the fairy tale run. Like David's gonna just take out Goliath with this little slingshot, and then we're all gonna cheer. Like I feel it, and I want it really bad. It's probably clouding my judgment. And they also knocked out my boys in Lego. So I don't know. I'm feeling super biased, and I actually just want them to win so badly. And now that they have Ali back, who's kind of a question mark, and then they also have they're missing their best player in Tiger. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the energy. Just drop some frogs in chat if you agree with me.
I'm gonna be a bit biased then towards Swift, so we have a counter bias going.
I think that's called logic. I think you're using logic and sound judgment as opposed to me.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't think we can expect to see the type of gameplay from Ali that we saw versus Ascent the first time around on Gullywash. Ali was not at home playing that match, that I know for sure. And I know he is at home now playing the game. So I think we can expect Ali to have a better game than at that point.
Yeah, and now we see the medic versus medic matchup here. It's going to be Ombrag versus Babs. Babs has, I feel like Babs has had a bit of a middling season. I've definitely been very critical of a lot of her positioning going into this. So You know, and Umbrak, he tends to be really like solid and doesn't drop a whole lot. And also, probably the most interesting fact here is that there's a bunch of crits that's going on, and none on Babs.
Yeah, 11 crits on the side of Ascent, Ombrak. That's a lot. I like the stat here for the total vaccinators. That's my favorite.
Yeah, total vaccinated. It goes to show they might be a little bit out of date here.
Yeah, looking at total Uber drops as well, Babs having 17 drops and Ombrak 11. So that's a pretty big difference, I would say.
Yeah, we don't see the. Do we see how many Ubers they get per map? Oh, okay, I couldn't do the quick maths. So we're gonna just have to be content with having Babs being on a slightly better level there. But we are about to go live here. The first map will be Reckoner. I was mentioning how this is going to be a really crucial map, not just because it's they have a 2-map disadvantage Ascent, but also just because this is the map that they've been really successful on. Oh, no more talking. I'm just going to cut you off and going to go live here. It's going to be the first map of the Grand Final, ETF2L Season 28. And here we go.
I am really hyped for this one, and I am gonna follow Ali to middle. Let's see what he can do. He's back for Swift. He's gonna be coming up here on the toxic side, walking up on that bridge, shooting some stickers. Can't really see much. Credit going pretty aggressively, putting some good pressure onto Ali. Both teams playing pretty passively, but we see a spawn from both roamers on both teams. And the Polygon actually gets the frag on Credit, Ali on Fluo as well. Looking at the frags here, it favors Swift. And
yeah,
Ascent's gonna be falling back.
Yeah, they end up with one more person, but Ombrak, throughout all of that, stayed really safe, and basically everyone else was just caught on their own side of the middle, so they could just look at it, say, okay, they have like 1-man advantage, and we can walk out. Flu got denied pretty early on in the middle, so he did this jump, and then he got hit, so he just like went straight up in the air, and that just feels so bad as a roamer when you try to bomb in and just like hovering in midair. So his bomb was really delayed. He did manage to jump in and get the demo, I believe, but it was just a bit too late, and it just wasn't very well coordinated due to him being delayed. So that's going to mean that everyone from Swift are able to just clean them up pretty cleanly here, but it's going to be a stalemate, and I wouldn't be surprised to see any kind of a suicide or someone running back to go sniper or just something like that.
Yeah, we do see Celentus here on the spy class, the CCTV. So let's see what he's going to be looking to do here, and see what kind of distraction Swift will pull off for him as he's walking in the lower area here, sneaking his way up. He's going to be recharging his cloak here, going under, it seems, all the way behind, possibly.
Yeah, like he can actually just uncloak here and just walk all the way around before he has to recloak again. Is that what he's going to do? No, he's just going to continue to stay cloaked, which is probably a smart idea, to be honest. It's less risky at the very least.
Yeah, they could hear his uncloak.
Yeah, like some of these guys actually use headsets, unlike me. I just like blast music even in matches. I'm dumb. But alright, so now the question is, I don't think they suspect the spy. They're not really checking very well for it. Like, they're not shooting into random corners. And here we go. Actually, onto the medic. Oh my god, the last barely caught that out. That was really important. That's Celentus. He's going to need to change his name. Otherwise, they're going to get like a minor warning.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe he is content with taking that one. We see counter-stack coming in here from Flu, I believe. He's flying in, but he gets shot down by Samsey. And we see no off-class here on the Swift side, so let's see what they might try to do here with the one-man advantage. As it looks like Polygon is going to go in.
That's a beautiful bait by Elikor. He was just kind of standing there getting kind of caught by Ali's stickies. There was a scout trying to desperately shoot Ali's stickies, and then they just sent in Polygon because like, oh, the demo man is caught. Go get him. And then there was just a sticky trap, and it was just deaded on. So nice little bait there by Elikor. It looked like he was in trouble, but it was actually the other way around.
Yeah, it looks like my STV has freezed up here, so I'm gonna try to reconnect.
Oh, Credo, he's on spy, but he's just sitting in spawn right now. I think he's just checking. Oh, so we'll see. He actually walked all the way back there, didn't he? Like, he didn't die, so like he might be thinking about going sniper. Credo has been playing quite a bit of sniper in his time, although when you have the last, you usually want to put him on sniper. So we'll see. Yeah, he's still just sitting in there. That's how little is actually going on in this map right now, is that they just have the time to just have one player less sitting in spawn.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to get in here. I'm having some STV issues.
Oh, right, okay. Well, it looks like there's a bit of a... Yeah, Funds was actually going Sniper, and Credo has also gone Sniper as well. And Funds, he will just make his way into Toxic and get taken down. Ombrek is now playing on the low ground. Looks like they're going to take Credo up into Toxic. There will be a soldier pretty close, so someone is likely to die. But there's like everyone's just full force into Toxic right now. Like Ombrek is in there just healing people like everything he can, and the soldier even tries to skip jump in, and Ali will actually go down to a body shot. That's a really big pick, and that's going to mean that everyone can just walk through really easily here. Elko is going to go through low, and now there's just a really nice flank coming on, and Polygon will get taken down by Flu, who just jumps in, and now he's going to go in behind. There's going to be so much pressure onto Babs. No, I was wrong. Silenza gets taken down as well. He went onto Credo, and then Flu jumped in and got him. So currently it's 4-on-3 in favor of Ascent, and I think they're going to push out here into the middle. And now the middle point, the way it's built up, is going to fight against him because it's on the low ground. But Thalash is just sitting down there, just capping it out pretty securely. It looks like he might just get it, but now two scouts come in to try and just contest him, and they will get it. The point is really far along, but they do manage to fight it off, and Flu is in again. Will actually trade, so it's really lucky there. I feel like that was a bad move in, but yeah, are you in the server yet?
Yeah, I managed to just get in. I believe Fluo was trying to hide for the medic frag, but he got spotted, and then he managed to get the trade going for him, so it's pretty good stuff there from Fluo, I would say.
Yeah, okay. I thought he was like suicide in, but yeah, if he was just hiding, then that makes a lot of sense, and getting the trade out, that's really good. But Samsey's gonna go Sniper again. Samsey is pretty known for just charging up body shots and then getting some easy kills that way. He's pretty notorious about it. He's not even using the Machina, which would kind of seem like it would complement his Sniper playstyle. But we'll see. He is also capable of actually clicking on heads. So there we go. Sees the demo. Not gonna hit him.
Yeah, it's gonna be trying to move around, get a buff. See what he's gonna do now. He's gonna be trying the lower area here, just charging up. Gonna see if he can get an angle to possibly Ombrak or any other player on Ascent. And he misses a shot there onto the soldier. He's gonna be trying to relocate once again. Try to stay with high mobility. There we go.
Yeah, it's just like currently he's just looking long and he's just baiting anyone, and he is actually going to get a look at a soldier, but he'll get nothing. And then we actually see Silensis hiding in the corner. He will actually get spotted there by Flu. He's going to try to jump out. He's so weak and get taken out by a nice rocket by Flu. So a really nice job there by Flu, actually checking corners. That brings a little tear to my eyes. It's so nice when people actually check corners instead of just walking through.
Absolutely, and it looked like Flu wanted to go for the counter stack, but Polygon had the Toxic area on lockdown. So no counter stack coming in there from Ascent. Actually, Korvac died. I missed that completely.
Oh yeah, we have another sniper duel going on. It's still 0-0 here with about 7 minutes into this match. And now we just have two snipers gunning each other down. And oh my god, Samsey just walks in, takes down Umbrek. That's huge. Absolutely amazing. It's kind of poor that they let their guard down and just let him walk in like that. But Samsey, he clicked some heads right there. Great pick.
Yeah, they should definitely been locking that area down. We see Swift moving the lower area here. And the Fluo is in behind. He gets cleaned up. But he do get the trade with Polygon, so good stuff again from and Samsey, yeah, he walks into the sticky trap on Elokar that was probably called.
Yeah.
Should have spotted that one.
Yeah, Korvac tries to go out there and follow up on some damage, but he's not going to be able to quite make it in. And even Kratos getting bounced quite a bit here. Everyone is just in full retreat, and there's a full Uber advantage. They can push into last year's Swift. They have pretty good heals, and this is where you have to be really careful. And there we go, they're just going to Uber in right away. They're going to try to get Kratos. Kratos not actually going to retreat into spawn, so he will get taken down eventually. Ali's going to be the one to finish him off, but they have now Ascent, they have just kited this Uber really, really deftly, and now they're just standing over on this side, and they're actually getting a lot of work done with just random spam, and this is why this map is so hard to push. If you're not careful, you can just get complete. Oh my god, that was just... Oh my god, it's just a single demo on the point with the medic, and they actually eventually get it. Samsey went absolutely huge there. So first he sniped, and then the medic, and then he actually went in there and just hit some massive meat shot, and that's going to be 1-0.
Yeah, good stuff coming in from Samsey. And I would like to see what Ascent tried to do here to change things up. Maybe try to change the pace of the game. It's gonna be interesting to see what they will bring to the table, as we do have a second middle here. Who will you follow?
Well, I'm probably going to look at Flu. He kind of messed up his jump last time around, so let's see what happens if he has a good bomb in here. He's just going to take position, and here we go. Both soldiers jump in. Actually, you have 3 soldiers in the air, and it looks like so far it has actually worked out a little bit better for Ascent. It's just bombing both soldiers, getting the medic down as well. And now Ombrek will just make it forward here with his team. And jumped. Yeah, he's going to get scouted on as well, but no. Oh, Funds will not be able to quite hit the shots in time. Ombrek's down to 20 HP. He only just spawned, so Ombrek, he actually ran all the way back to get a medkit even though everyone was dead. But really good mid coming out here from Ascent.
Yeah, SVIFT was doing a smart thing there when there was only Funds and Polygon alive. They tried to go from different sides. So Polygon jumped from one of the sides so that Ombrek surfed into Funds. But Funds couldn't quite clean up that kill onto Ombrek. So we're going to be seeing a last hole here coming out from SVIFT.
Yeah, where will they go from? We saw a push over on the right side last time I mean, they won, so I suppose we can call that a successful push, but it wasn't very pretty. And they're definitely taking their time here. The longer they wait, the bigger the chances that Bab's going to get this Uber, and like Bab is just going to be safe in spawn. So I think we can't really expect anything here. They will spam down the sentry first, and that's going to be a nice, clean way to get in here. And they're going to just Uber in, take down Polygon right away. That's pretty good, but now currently they need to get some people onto the point. Otherwise, this is just all for nothing. Elcor is just trying to spam them out, but now they're just standing over on each side. And Celentis comes in, takes down the scout. But that's going to be a lot less point pressure. And Celentis onto the medic, but not quite going to be able to hit him. So this is just an all-out brawl. Kratos going to put some pressure onto the point, but Ali with the 3K so far on this last point hold, and wow, 4K for Ali.
Yeah, Ali going huge there, staying with the heals and just hitting pipe after pipe and sticky after sticky. Getting a nice little 4K there. So SVIFT are going to be able to push out here and take the second point. And they do have the Uber advantage, so they should be able to convert it to a mid push as well.
Yeah, you just have to dodge all of the sticky traps here. Like, we have a few of them just sitting around. There's also a sniper in the last, so there's a lot of things that can go wrong if you're not careful. So the sniper has been spotted now, so surely Bap will dodge it.
Flu is in, but he gets cleaned up by Polygon. It was a decent attempt there, but Babs was in the cargo area, so Flu was unfortunately on the wrong place. And SVIFT will be capping this, and they still have the Uber, and they still do have a small Uber ad as well, but I'm not sure if they know that.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, it's very difficult to actually push on this kind of small advantage, so I think they're just going to settle down and try to maybe send in a suicide, like on the medic, or maybe just switch off. To Samsey have it go sniper and then just kill the medic. He's shown he can do that.
Yeah, he must be very comfortable on the sniper right now. We do see Syl here. He has coming back to mid, taking a buff. Let's see what he's gonna be trying to do here. The thing is though, SVIFT doesn't really have to do anything. It's the pressure is on Ascent here, being down one round.
Yeah, I would argue that if the round resets, everyone would be kind of happy. Like, Ascent wouldn't mind that at all, so really there's not that much pressure. It's kind of fine if it resets. There's just going to be about 10 minutes left or something like that. So let's see. They're not really making any big moves here. And the Celentis has gone down and traded with Elikor. I think Elikor is such a heavy heal target that they just don't feel comfortable pushing without Elikor, so he's just like their main damage dealer.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see Salash, he's really passive and he opts to move towards that toxic area now, and they're bringing the heals as well. So let's see if Thalash can get a peek here. This is a good place for him to peek at. But one of the soldiers, I believe it was Polygon, has spammed that angle and he knows something is peeking there. And all the SVIFT players are hiding behind the walls.
Yeah, Celentis is on Spy, and he's actually in pretty deep already. So he has made his way in there. He's just spotting Thalash. Oh, I think he got spotted. Yeah, he definitely got spotted. So what will he do now is the question. Like, what do you do when you get spotted like this on Spy? I would run all the way back and just switch, I think. But lucky they're going to be Spy ticking, and then you can just jump in as a roamer, right? Like,
yeah, I think going back and switching is a good option here, because they're definitely going to know that there's a Spy now, and they're going to be super careful. I mean, he could still get the pick on something that they won't expect, like a scout, or maybe the roamer. But he's not gonna most likely be able to get the pick on
Oh, he's in the corner. He sees the medic. He is behind the medic now, so he's actually ended up in a really good position. But like, Kratos is just watching behind. as it is right now, and so he's in danger of just running into a soldier there as well. So that didn't really work out, and pretty much as could be predicted. And now it's going to be 2 players down. One player did just respawn here, but it's going to be so much pressure coming in from Ascent. They jump in the soldier through, and Polygon's taking a ton of heat, and they're just going to end up sending his Flu onto the Meg, and he will get the pop out. So now Umbre's just running away with the full Uber.
Yeah, good stuff from both soldiers here from Ascent, and Ascent took advantage of the two picks that they had, and Samsy's flanking, as well as Polygon bombing in onto Elacor, getting some good damage, and Funz is in as well onto Elacor. Elacor, he gets cleaned up now.
Vader, though.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. And the Uber has been popped here, but it looks as SVIFT are gonna be able to get the pick here onto Ombrak, who's very far in. Yes, he's gonna fall to Funz. And now Korvac is bombing in for Babs. Gets a nice rocket, and Babs is so weak. But
Ali is also
still alive.
Yeah, Ali was also down to like super weak, and Babs is now just gonna run away. She's just too scared to just go in with that low health. Just not really gonna risk anything. She is alive, whereas Ombrak died. So like that was actually a really bad Uber exchange for Ascent. They lost the scout. You could just see Ombrak was like looking at the scout. And he was like, I'm just gonna click to save this guy, and then he was just like, the guy just died, and then he just clicked, and he was like sad.
Yeah, the scout took a lot of burst damage. I believe Polygon bombed in at the same time as Funz was in as well, so he probably took 200 damage instantly. So Ombrak didn't quite have the reactions to save credit this time.
Yeah, it looks like they have kind of stabilized as it is, though. We're gonna have to deal with a 50% Uber disadvantage, and gonna be Swift to just jump in here, and it looks like they will just get second for free, and they will just be content with going out here onto their last, which is probably the least risky way of playing this whole thing out. And Ombrak, he's still on 90%, so it's probably the right decision. They just couldn't hold it off at all, but they didn't even send in anyone. So, okay, they had Flu behind, but he got caught out by Samsy.
Yeah, good read by Samsy, taking the high ground, and Flu bombed into Samsy. So easy frag there for Samsy, and Swift are gonna be looking to take lobby, and Ali is bombing in, but he gets denied. And he's gonna be trying to escape, and he will manage to escape though.
Silences as well. This gets completely donked around, just thrown around about by, I don't even know if that was a sticky trap or a rocket or something, but he's like just bumped his head into the ceiling, and as it is, everyone just got out alive somehow, even though they got completely denied.
I have to point out that Ali typed owned in chat as well after doing that nice little escape.
I mean, this is his map, right? This is his point on his map, basically. It's called the alley bomb. And here he goes again. Oh, he got the snipe. Oh, he actually got double the body shot there by Flash. I think a double body shot at least. So that got denied.
Yeah, Thalash was definitely ready for it. He was looking for it.
Oh no, a soldier's in onto the medic. Ombrak. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. I think Flu was out of rockets or something, so he couldn't protect his medic properly. And Ombrak was like, I'm not gonna pop this guy. Like, you have to kill this soldier. He got off like 5 rockets. And as it is, he's just gonna drop, and Silenta's gonna be a hero. And there's even an ND going on right now. I assume there's a teleporter somewhere.
I'm looking for one, but I can't find one. I do see a level 3 sentry though, and Uber has been forced here on the left-hand side for Swift, managing to clean up the sentry, but Talash is in spawn on the heavy class, and he's gonna be shooting some stickies. And a nice bomb coming in from Polygon, taking out Elacor, and we see some point pressure coming in here from Swift, but they drop the point completely and go for the frag. But the frags are still going their way, and they managed to cap the point.
Yeah, really clean push there, and like that has to feel so horrible. I'm pretty sure that the Flu was just out of rockets, because it looks so weird. He was just literally running around with his equalizer out, just not shooting at Slenders, just bombing the medic, and that's so heartbreaking. So that was like 2 really bad Uber-ish situations for Ombrak right there that just really didn't work out in his favor. So let's hope he doesn't lose his mood here. So we have a double bombing going in very aggressively from Swift, and the soldier in Silentus gets denied pretty hard. They actually both get denied really hard, and Korvac comes in from behind and just smashes this whole side, like right side push.
Yeah, it's only Samsy alive for the Swift side, and it looked for a second there like Bowser was gonna be able to escape with Samsy doing some nice cleanup, but in the end, I believe it was Korvac who managed to hit that last rocket to clean Babs up, and Swift are gonna be finding themselves on the back foot.
Yeah, they're basically... This is as good as an opportunity to come back as you're ever going to get here for Ascent. So they're going to take second for free, and then it's just a matter of getting in here. See, Ali actually holding pretty far forward, so Lenses is standing pretty far forward as well, getting ready to spam. There's a sniper, there's a sentry gun. Now, like, they're putting out all the stops right here. Swift, they want to delay this as much as possible, just gain perhaps as much space to dodge around, and then they want to just force it out the Uber really quickly and then just rotate through spawn. And here comes the Uber. Sentry gun's going to go down immediately. Scout has put some time on the point, but there's still a lot of stickies on it. And we actually see a lot of players getting jumped here by Korvac, but Ali has crucially not gone down, and there's serious pressure on the point, and the Swift, they seem like they're winning this fight, but at the very least they're really far back, and everyone else has just ended up retreating right now for Ascent, and that's a failed push.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very surprised to see that no soldier from Ascent shot like a rocket on the point to get those stickies to fly on the other side of the point or something to make some room for a scout. So their Uber ended up running out, and Swift were able to protect it.
Yeah, we see currently Babs, she's pretty far out with her, and she does have an Uber advantage, but it's not like an overwhelming advantage, and I don't think it's going to be enough to push on. And this is a very difficult map to push out. Like, if you want to push out through any viable door, basically you have to pop when you go out there immediately, and they just don't want to do that. So they're just going to sit back. They just pushed out a little bit, see if there was any opportunities for them to actually go for it, and there wasn't. So they just sat back. They played it really cool, and so did Swift. So now we're left in an Uber v Uber situation, and we only have Samson playing sniper. I think he's sitting really far back though.
Yeah, the sentry actually gets taken out there by Korvac, so good spam coming up from him, but Fun's gonna build a new one.
Korvac jumped in there, trying to see if he can find the medic, but Babs is just sitting in spawn. This is probably my least favorite part about this map, is the fact that the medic can just sit in spawn and not be in the position where she can't heal the rest of her team. Like, the people she's healing are actually defending the point properly, and she's just sitting in spawn where she can't get backstabbed, she can't get sniped, basically anything. So
yeah, I think
that's my least favorite part.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to see the point being moved forward a bit. That would be a cool change to see on the map.
Yeah, I'd say that. That's what I say with every competitive map ever. Oh, Flu will actually get taken down there. And Solentis has gone spy again. Is he in spawn, or is he actually outside? He's just in spawn, alright. But yeah, every single competitive map I've ever done a review on, I've always said, move the final point forward. I've said it on every single time, I think. It's probably a good bet at this point, if you want to appease me at least.
Yeah, you have to find the balance to where it's not too hard to defend, but it's also not too easy to defend. It's a hard balance to find. Yeah,
Kratos on sniper, and he's pushing the right side here, and he's just gonna rotate around, see if he can find any openings. And Babs is just literally sitting in spawn, so there's no way he gets the medic. But if he just gets someone else like Polygon in midair, why not? That's gonna open up a lot of space for his team, and now they can move in. They like to take down the sentry gun, and if they just move in through right side or something, or make enough space, they can get the sniper. This is just gonna open up for a second. You can see them going really aggressively right now, and Kratos getting a lot of really good looks. And so far he's not really hitting anything, but this is just allowing them to go in really far. But here comes the soldier, and they actually take down 2 players, including the demo man. So Ascent, they're gonna have to get out next to Uber as well. So this ended up really poorly.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Ascent were taking it a bit too slow. They should have been going pretty fast there with the pick that they had, because Polygon even had time to spawn. And now Swift are gonna be finding themselves on the second point here, and they do get a pick onto Korvac as well. And I can't see anyone behind, so they're gonna be capping this one pretty safely. And Silentis gets taken out by Elacor as well.
Silentis moving a bit too far forward there. That could actually be really consequential here for his team. They're gonna move into middle, and they will just go in through their own right side here, underneath. And it looks like they will not even get jumped by anything. That really threatens Babs and Uber. There is a back cap going on.
Yeah, there's a Solly on the back cap, but Silentis has spawned, so I believe he's going to be going for the block. And Stamps is coming back as well. Yeah. So Swift only have 3 players here on the midpoint, so they're going to be looking to fall back here. So a really good back cap there from the Solly. I believe it was Fluo going for that. Really good stuff.
I mean, if there's a Solly behind line, there's like a 90% probability that it's Flu. And Elico's going to jump in pretty aggressively. There's still a ton of time on the point, so they're just going to be able to cap it out really fast. And Ascent, they're probably going to have to sit back now as they just lost another player, so there's no way they can actually push on this. But Kratos, he could go for an off class. He will not. Korvac, has Korvac ever played an off class in an ETF2L official? I can't remember it.
I can't remember seeing that either, actually. I do see Ascent moving forward here, taking the lobby area. So they're definitely looking to do something here. They want to try to get that round on the board. But they're going to be going up against a sentry and a sniper. So a tough defense coming in. Thalash is in deep. He's just running in all the way, trying to get something going. And the Uber has been popped now for Ascent. And they're trying to get some point pressure. And the counter Uber has been popped here by Swift. And they get 2 frags going their way as well. So Swift are most likely going to be trying to walk forward here.
Yeah, so far Ascent, they just haven't been able to figure out a way to break this last hold from Swift. It's really being the downfall right now, as Umbrak is going to retreat with his demo man. They look like they are going to get out alive, but it's going to be another successful recap. There's a slight Uber advantage on Umbrak, but it is down to the point where I don't think they can properly push on this, but looking at the time, they might just have to.
Yeah, I would like to see some crazy dry push, maybe try to catch Swift off guard.
Yeah, actually, if you just push now, when you don't even have the Uber, then maybe once you're close enough to them, you'll have the Uber, so you can just instantly pop it, and then Bab's not going to have it. And they actually are going to just dot push here. Polygon's going to get instantly just destroyed, so he'll be down. And Bab's actually going to get chased down, but she will get the Uber just in the nick of time, and Ali will get 2 nice kills there to follow up. But the second point, it is getting capped out in the skybox. Second will not get capped, and it's looking like Swift is once again able to rebound way too much.
Yeah, Silentus did a good thing there. He was caught in behind enemy lines, or he was caught in on the point, and he jumped behind enemy lines to stay alive. And a nice air fight.
Oh my god. That was so close. Telecor just going absolutely massive and just hitting everything. He did still hit an air fight, but yeah, after killing a scout as well. And you can see they're just contesting really aggressively right now. They don't want to just let things sit as they are, and the alley will actually go down. So now I don't think there's any chance ever that this midpoint's ever gonna fall. And they're actually gonna push, even though they're 4 against 5. So they're just feeling the momentum right now going in, and yeah, they're actually gonna just muscle their way in, and that's a really nice push in here from Ascent.
Yeah, I really like what Ascent is doing now. They're showing no fear. They have to go, and they're going. And they do still have a small Uber advantage, and I hope they will try to go with it here. It looks like Umbrak wants to go, but they will take the far right side here. But Alucard gets a body shot here. He's pretty weak, and Babs is gonna have time to get that Uber.
Yeah, once again, they just haven't quite been able to figure out a way to get in here, but they've actually made their way in really deep on the right side. And they're doing so much damage, and Korbak's now in. Look at that, that's 2 kills. That's really nice. At some point, if you just put enough time on the point, they're going to force out the Uber. Okay, yeah, the Uber should have gone out there, but they just managed to cap it. There's still 3 minutes remaining. It's still in it.
Absolutely. Fluo did a really good bomb there to delay the whole combo from Swift, and he hit 2 nice rockets onto Fans to take him down as well. So good stuff from Ascent. They could definitely keep this up and get another round on the board.
Let's see, last mid we saw Swift, they went really aggressively right side, and both soldiers bombed in, and they just were kind of in the same area, and they both got denied from the same area as well. And it looks like they're going to do exactly the same again. Cylinder's going to go in first really high, and then Polygon's going to come in second. And again, it's not really doing that much, and everyone else has just been completely absorbed here. Umbrak is still under a lot of pressure, but no, he's going to survive for now. It's only Silentus, and where is he hiding?
He's hiding in Toxic here, and he's going to be waiting to see if anyone is coming here. And Elikor is looking like he wants to go there, but he's going to change direction. And this mid was pretty much all Korbak.
Spotted. Yeah.
Korbak had some crazy impact on this middle. He got both Ali and Babs, and then he got a scout pick as well towards the end of the mid. So really good stuff by Korbak, and Ascent is going to be finding themselves onto second here. Going to be looking to take lobby with that full Uber advantage.
Yeah, let's hope for them that they figure this out. This is a perfect opportunity to tie. About 2 minutes remaining, and they take down the sentry gun, but that's it. They haven't killed anyone else. And now it's just a matter of just going in there and actually fighting them with superior heals. Let's see if they can do it. They get the first kill. That's a good start. Babs on 75%, so at some point she's going to have their own Uber. But Korbak jumping in on the right side, doing a ton of damage. 2 scouts on point, taking like both sneakies, and is it? It's 2-2. Ascent make the comeback. What a nice push coming out here.
Yeah, insane stuff here coming out from Ascent. It was such a good push. They were taking their time there, and a nice solid bomb managed to take out Ali and Babs as well. And Babs was just trying to get out to get that last percent or two. But Ascent managed to make it 2-2.
You can just never write them off, it seems. Like, whenever I'm just ready to just go, okay, they weren't really that good, it was just all a fluke, then nope, they are. And they are back, baby. Fun's gonna go in very aggressively. It seems like the Swift Scouts go in very aggressively onto Eloquor, and Eloquor will just take them down. And again, could this Swift, they could just lose this straight up. They could just lose the map if they're not careful. There's 45 seconds left. Polygon's gonna try and go in for a pick, but no. Umbreak, however, does go down, but there's gonna be time for one more dry push for Ascent to just take the map outright.
Korvac once again bombing in onto Babs with no denial whatsoever and hit a nice air shot onto Babs. And Eloquor has aggressive stickies here in lobby, so this is Swift's map to lose right now.
See Umbreak on the Crits Creek. I don't even think he's going to be able to build that. He should technically be able to do it, but I don't think there's any point. I think they're just going to go in here. There's going to be a push. There's 10 seconds remaining. They're pushing in. There's going to be heavy. There's a sentry gun. There's even stickies on the point. The Scout's going to just stand on it. Both Scouts will stand on it, but the heavy just mows them down. So far, it's a 3K. And just not quite enough, but still a very valiant effort right there for Ascent. They never gave up, and they just smelled blood in the end as well.
Absolutely. What I really liked about Ascent's play was that I feel like in the beginning they weren't really playing their style, but when they were finding themselves with 2 rounds down, they had to do stuff, right? And it was working out for them. And it was really fun to watch them just making magic happen.
It's always fun to see whenever a team just works better under pressure somehow. You know, because like a lot of teams, they would just crumble and start doing really bad stuff, like make really bad decisions. Like Seven would oftentimes be in this situation where they just couldn't really adapt properly, even though they're the best team in Europe. But like Seven's big weakness was always when they were behind and they were under time pressure. That was like how you beat Seven. But it seems like Ascent are the exact opposite. Almost like they just get better under the more time pressure they are.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though when Swift were leading, it felt like the pressure was on Swift because Ascent was just like plowing forward, doing some good stuff. We are gonna be seeing a golden cap here to decide which team wins this map.
Indeed, and like all the momentum you have to imagine is just in the favor of Ascent. They've lost the last many mids. Yeah, they won the last 4 mids. No, what am I saying? Yeah, Ascent won the last 4 mids. And they won really convincingly. Like the last 3 of them were just crushing.
Yeah, Ascent must have a really good atmosphere right now. They must be feeling very confident going into this golden cap. And I'm wondering how it's going to be looking for Swift, if they're going to try to change things up. Because, I mean, it's their map to lose still. They were leading 2-0 with 5 minutes remaining. And now they're finding themselves on a golden cap on the very same map.
Yeah, and if they just let that kind of thinking get to them, like they could very easily just kind of just frustrate themselves, right? Because, you know, like technically it's just 2-2. Like, there's nothing really more to it. It doesn't really matter how it happened. It's not really important, but in your head, it matters a lot. So let's just see how they do this.
Yeah, absolutely. With losing like all the 4 middles, it's definitely gonna be tough. We do see the rollouts coming in here. We see Ali towards that toxic area. I'm actually gonna watch Eloquor and see what he does on these middles. Actually, I'm gonna watch Korvac.
Yeah, he usually does stuff. And it looks like Swift, they will not do the right side mid, which just failed 3 times in a row. They're gonna just play pretty passively and just wait for the soldier to jump in there. But Korvac just jumps in and takes down Babs immediately. That's a pretty good result here. But now here comes the counter push out. And right now, Ascent, they just need to keep their medic alive and make sure they absorb all this pressure. And Polygon's in a lot of trouble. He will get taken down. And they have successfully... No! They have unsuccessfully done this. Fun just barely managed to get in there and kill the medic.
Yeah, Korvac once again on this middle, bombing in and getting Babs. I believe he's been doing getting the pick onto Babs the last like 4 middles or something. So he's doing a really good job on these middles.
Absolutely. Let's see. Like Korvac has kind of slowly evolved into one of the best soldiers in Prem, I feel. Like he's been really impressive. He's always been good. Like him and Medico were always kind of like the premier thing that carried that team, right? But then after Medico left, Korvac has just really stepped into his own role here and just really done well. I don't even know if he's a pocket or a roamer anymore. I don't even know, but somehow this team is just still making it work. But Bab's gonna be actually on an uber advantage because he died so much earlier, and they're just gonna push in here. There's a soldier bombing in here trying to put on a lot of pressure, but it looks like he's gonna be the one to die. Gullywash to die from fall damage of all things. And I think that's just gonna spell doom for any kind of hold that Ascent was hoping to make.
Yeah, good stuff from Swift, just bullying Ascent out slowly, not overcommitting and losing people. So good stuff coming in here.
See, it's almost an Uber on Ombrak, so I'm pretty sure, like, definitely holding forward right now, assuming they have it. But it's gonna be a dot push. But whenever you do a dot push, you're always a little bit sad to see this. Actually, gonna see Elico go really far forward, like he's in deep, but they will turn around just in time. It was all well timed, but I was getting a little bit nervous there. But as it is, it's just gonna be two Ubers getting exchanged. No deaths, no significant damage done. It was just like two invincible players staring each other down. Like, what do you have when you have an invincible man versus an invincible man? Just nothing happens.
They just kind of do nothing on each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, the situation we find ourselves in right now, I would definitely say it favors Swift. Looking at how the match overall panned out, the rounds that Ascent were able to win were mids that they were able to convert to last pushes. So now when the Swift are on the front foot here, but they actually dropped. They were going to be looking to push the cargo area, and they actually dropped Samsey, and Solly is in on Babs. That's core back, but he gets taken down before he can get the force onto Babs.
Yeah, interesting. The respawn times are exactly the same. So even though Cormac died a little bit later, the counter bomb came in so fast that it's actually exactly the same spawn. So that just means he caught the same spawn wave. So it's a really good job. Like, that's the power of just getting these counter sacks in really, really fast. If you're too slow, there's going to be a small window where you're one man down, but not here, not in this situation.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Samsey go sniper. He's been hitting stuff on that sniper class, but he's gonna be opting to go as a scout. Maybe his team has a different plan. And Celentis is trying to pogo in, but he gets juggled up into the roof in the cargo area. He's gonna be looking to come back and take a buff and maybe try to go on another entrance.
Yeah, Falas is on Spy right now. He does this a lot where he's in spawn and checking, but it looks like he has actually made his way out of spawn as well. And he's already in onto the middle point here. So if nothing else, he can just start off by just watching where everyone is, where they're standing, and what they're trying to do. And we see Babs is standing basically with her back against the wall right now, so it's going to be very difficult. So let's actually just move in here. And now if they just Ascent move forward, then maybe they can force Babs to just back into Falas. So there's definitely opportunities here.
They're definitely trying to create some distractions here, but Thalas didn't find that he could move in on the distractions that were made. So he's just gonna be sitting here behind, waiting for the perfect time to go forward.
Yeah, here comes Celentis. Use the respawner that could... It's very easy to make the mistake of just uncloaking and not thinking about the respawners, and then the respawner will just spot you. I've made that mistake so many times, but Thalas, he's just going to continue to be patient. He'll just be standing on this house. He just has constant eyes onto the medic. And now the question is, how will they actually deal with it? Actually, Celentis going to jump in here. Oh, gets completely denied. I'm not even sure if that was an air shot or not, or if Celentis hit a scout that was really close to him, but the result is the same. And look at Thalas. He's actually made his way really far forward. He was like on the front train. And here comes Thalas. He's in onto the medic. Perfect timing. That is absolutely beautiful. Perfectly timed by Thalas. Just patiently waiting it out. And that's a play. And now he's going to see if he can get a scout kill here. Not quite. But Humpback's going to get forced here, so that's a small consolation prize. But you're happy to pop at that as a medic.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it was a really good read there from Talash. They got the pick onto Ali, and he was expecting Babs to back out in the cargo area, and just came around the corner and hit the backstab while Babs was running back. So really good stuff there from Talash. And we do see Talash here. He's still on the spy class. He's sitting here at the roller door. Let's see what kind of distractions that Ascent can do to make some space for Talash.
He has uncloaked, and he's looking for the demo man. Oh, not quite going to be able to find him. He still has really weak though, but an arrow will save Ali's life, and it's very difficult to get anything better done as a spy when you've been called already. Like, you've already killed their medic. Like, they know.
Absolutely, and he was so close on getting Ali as well, but he just turned around in the nick of time. So he stays alive. Let's see what Thalach decides to do now, if he decides to go sniper or if he decides to stay spy or he's just gonna go out on a scout. It's actually gonna be going sniper here.
Yeah, I like it. That's the best way to break a stalemate. And there is no time limit right now. You know, it used to be that the Golden Cap had a 10-minute time limit, which means that whoever at the end of 10 minutes would just win. Whoever was holding middle, they would just get it awarded to them. So, like, people were more incentivized to push. But as it is right now, it's infinite time. And this is actually the exact same angle that Ombak dropped to Samsu earlier. But looks like Babs just not gonna leave her little cubby where she's just safe. But actually, there's basically only one place where Babs can stand where she's safe from the sniper, and that's where she's standing. So if you send in a bomber, you know where the medic is. You know, they could play around that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that position, you can get a pretty easy force if you can get in as a soldier. Because it's not really much the medic can do. The medic can't really see what's going on behind there.
Yeah, like you basically just lash a wall, and then when they're down to like 90 or 100 HP, and you're right over them, they just pop, right? Because you can just drop them. So if you just hit like a splash rocket first, you're good to go. You see Korbek really far forward here. He could actually just move in, I think, and jump the medic. And Falash is now in Toxic right now, where he will get taken down. So that means that the medic can now move away from her little hiding spot on the T-wall. So opportunity missed there by a little bit.
Yeah, we're not really seeing any counter-attack either coming out from SVIFT. They're looking for something bigger to go on, but Silentis is actually moving now. I believe he was waiting for a buff maybe, and he is in. But he has been shot by a scout, and Elokor hits a nice pipe onto Silentis as well to take him out. So man advantage coming in here for Ascent here for a good 10 seconds.
The last has gone sniper once again. So we might just see a complete repeat of the last time around. The Babs has gone down! That wasn't a repeat, that was way better for them. I'm not sure if they didn't expect it, but man, just these medics on second, they are not feeling safe this match, that's for sure. The Lash is now going to be in Toxic, and he's going to have such a good view there, and the Polygon will just get taken down. Elliot's going to feel lucky to get out alive, but another really game-swinging pick here.
Yeah, one step to the side, that's all it takes. One step to the side and buffing a player, that's all it takes to be in the sniper stat line. And the Uber has been forced here by Ascent. This could be around here, as the Swift are trying to block the point, but the Heavy gets instantly killed, and they're getting the frags, and there's so much time onto the point, and they will be managing to cap that out to make it 1-1 in the maps.
Yeah, and when you say 1-1, I hope you mean 1-0 in favor of Ascent, but yeah, you're right, that equates to 1-1.
Yes,
so.
Yes, 1-0 in the played maps, but 1-1 in the series.
Yeah, so now we're completely even, and that was a huge comeback by Ascent, and that feels like this whole map was just their whole season just summed up, almost, it feels like. They've been getting better and better, and we didn't think much of them, and then they just come back and do great things.
Yeah, being a bit slow starting in the beginning and then accelerating towards the end. It's a pretty good summary of the season they've had so far. And I feel like they just got the momentum going when they got that first round. So it felt like the second round was coming. It was just a matter of time. Then when it came to the Golden Cap, it definitely felt like they still had the momentum. But Swift managed to slow it down, but they didn't manage to convert it to a round. Yeah,
we see Elokor having an absolutely monstrous game. He had 17 kills and 6 deaths and top damage in the server. And then Falas also had 15 kills and 6 deaths. No real damage to speak of, but he had a really good game as well. So those are probably some key players worth keeping an eye on.
Absolutely. And Korbak as well. Korbak was doing so much on the middles for Ascent. I feel like every mid that Ascent won, it was Korbak bombing in, getting a 2k, even a 3k on some middles. So Korbak was doing a lot in these middles. Yeah, and
Korbak has got fewer heals than Fluoride this time around. Interesting. I don't know who's pocket on Rome on this team too. Like they played with a double Roma, it seems. They just bomb them in so aggressively and then just tank Elokor, and it works out really well.
Yeah, they're playing pretty flexible with the soldiers, and I really like the way they're playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Next map's going to be processed. This will be Swift's pick, and if I remember correctly, they've been really strong on this map throughout the season. So that's going to be very interesting to see. They don't have Tiger, who was kind of a standout player on process basically always. But it's not like Funds hasn't done good things on this map either. But yeah, I think if there's any map where you're going to really feel the absence of Tiger, process is going to be it.
Yeah, I think so too. And this is a map that I would say favors the scouts and even Demomans, I think. So it's gonna be mostly up to the scouts though to see what's how these middles are gonna go down.
Yeah, we see Ombrak with 2 drops. Did Babs not drop? I guess not. I guess she didn't have the Uber when she got sniped.
I was in the golden cap. You're probably looking at
Oh,
the...
right, yeah. I'm just looking at the proper logs. Yeah, I don't think it's worth too much to look at the golden cap, but I will, just to make sure I don't make any mistakes here.
Actually had 2 drops in the golden cap.
Oh wow, that's rough. That's really rough. Yeah, and Ombrak had three charges, so that's 2 charges more than your opponents. That's really important in that kind of a short game.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Talos was doing so many good things in the golden cap. The spy backstab onto Babs, getting that drop, and as well the sniper headshot. So good stuff coming out from Thalash.
Yeah, and like that's really what we were talking about in the pregame as well. Like the whole sniper off class it's a really valuable tool to have in your arsenal when the game slows down like this. It's very much something that Neo was getting really good at as well. So you know it's really fortunate for them that they could get Thalash as a replacement, because it's very much the same role on the team that he fills out. I feel like that's the case at least.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like when teams know that they have a strong sniper on their roster, they're a bit more comfortable slowing the game down.
Yeah, it's really it can really be an Achilles heel for a lot of teams. Like I've been on some really good teams where we just didn't have a good sniper, and then everything just crumbles because you feel so helpless sometimes when they have a sniper and they just slow it down and play really passively, and you can't really do anything without exposing yourself at some point. So yeah, I was actually also really impressed by Flu. Like at least early on when his team were actually losing a lot, he was one of the few players doing a lot of work. He was getting so many kills and trades and just in general doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a bit curious to see what was happening on the mids for Swift, because they did lose, I believe, 5 out of the 6 middles.
Yeah.
In total.
Yeah, they lost the last one as well.
Yeah, so not great mids coming out from Swift there, and I'm not sure if that's something where they maybe haven't been practicing enough together, and Ali just being back as well.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. We definitely know that one of the defining features of the Team Swift is that they don't practice enough. They probably practice some. Like Samsey was saying after the last time I spoke to him after a match, that like they knew that they had to practice, otherwise they were not going to win. So hopefully they took the consequence of that conclusion and actually practiced a whole bunch. But I don't actually know. I haven't been checking logs to see the results or anything, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know for a fact that Ascent are very keen to prove themselves, and I think they definitely have. Taking the first map in the grand finals, it's a very big step towards their David versus Goliath fight here.
Yeah, I think it's really worth hammering home here that it's only 1-1 in the combined score. As the Swift started out being 1 ahead because they came from the top bracket. So there's still 2 maps remaining for both teams that they have to win before this is all said and done. But Ascent with a great start to this series for sure, and reckon that it was the must-win map, and they got it in probably the most dramatic fashion possible. But we are going live with map 2 of the ETF2L Season 28 Grand Final matchup between Ascent.EU and Swift Gaming.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching Ali. He's really fast onto this middle. Elikor being very slow here. So early advantage coming in from Swift onto this middle. but not much damage going to either of the teams here, as both teams are looking pretty passively here. We do see a jump coming in, and we do see a sniper on Credit actually. Gets the body shot onto Fans, and Silentis is in and gets taken out by Corback, who was on Scout. Interesting. And Sam's is going to be cleaned up as well by Corback, so Corback showing what he can do on the Scout class.
And yeah, that's it's very interesting to see that they switch it up like that. I don't think SVIFT saw that coming at all. As Polygon we got taken down, that's going to mean that any hope that they had, which was not very much, of holding second is going to be completely dashed. And like SVIFT, they definitely didn't know that there was a sniper, because they were playing really terribly considering there was a sniper. And actually, Elico is going to jump in here onto the medic, going to try to get Babs. Babs is down under 100, so that's always scary, but that was just a suicide in by Elico. Nobody else followed him in, so they're just going to settle out outside and they'll just bait SVIFT into their sniper.
Yeah, Credit hitting some good shot right off the bat here, showing that he's also a good sniper. We do see Silentis on Spy, and he's been moving out of the spawn here. So let's see what he's gonna be looking to do here, as he's walking into that lobby area. He's gonna be sneaking in the lower lobby to get into the enemy line.
Yeah, he's right behind the medic, but he's a little bit too close to him to uncloak, but he does it anyway. Oh, I'm pretty sure he's been spotted. Yeah, Ombrek was just looking him in the eyes the entire time. But yeah, a small fun fact about Credo and his sniper. Credo is one of the best snipers in Prem at shooting people mid-air. That's something I've noticed. Like, if you jump against Credo, he's just going to hit you 100%. But he can also hit snipers, it turns out, when they're standing still. It's a pretty good skill to have as well. So now he's in really deep on the right side. He's going to take some pot shots at Ali, and he hits a headshot on the sword as well. He's really doing a lot of work now, but Polygon with the really clutch 2-kill here. But it's still not looking completely safe, as even Funge will go down. But Babs is just still sitting in spawn with her full Uber. No, he's not. She's not in spawn. She's just hiding behind a wall. This is so uncomfortable for her.
Yeah, and Ascent gonna be trying to take space here. Fluo is fighting a scout, and Samsi gets no help here from Ali. And the headshot rings out once again onto Ali. Credit is hitting so many shots, just hitting headshot after headshot. And Ascent is gonna be moving back here.
Let's see. If he had gotten a kill from every headshot this match, I feel like they would have won already. But here comes the Uber out. They're going to Uber out Ali. Jumps in very aggressively in this choke. They're going to just bounce around Elico, but Elico actually gets the kill anyway. Onto Fun. Flu's in the skybox. He will barely survive. He's on 7 HP. And that was a really close escape on Ascent. They shaved that one really, really close. I thought Ascent was just caught in with so many, but they survived. And now they are the ones having the Uber advantage.
Yeah, and Credit once again hitting a headshot and hits Babs as well. Gets the frag onto Babs. So Ascent with full Uber advantage here.
And this is a much better map to have an Uber advantage on than Rec. You know, this usually spells doom for the defending team. But Polygon, he's going to be forward here. See if he can get catch anyone else, but it looks like he will not succeed in doing so. Ombrek still hasn't used his Uber, so he's still capable of dropping it. Samsi is on Sniper, but there we go. Uber has been popped. And even Cradle will just continue to hit things. Oh my god, he just goes on a 3K. Oh my god, he even hits Ali as well. So that was basically like a 4 or 5K coming out for Cradle on that last push. Wow.
Credit sitting on an 8 kill streak. He's just going mental right now, hitting everything. Don't think he's missing any shots whatsoever right now.
Yeah, really nuts. So everyone's just a good sniper in this game, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm kind of sad to not see him staying on that sniper. The mid worked out so good for them. But he's going to be opting to go on the scout class right now.
Yeah. And I guess it worked out really well the first time. Korbek's just going to jump in there and 2-shot the medic. No biggie. That's how you do it. And let's see. Senator is going to jump in very aggressively as well, but they're just trying to defend Ombrek at this point. Elico is going to go down, it seems. Yeah, there we go. And they will eventually get everyone to just clean up.
Yeah, Silentis doing a nice flank there, coming behind Ombrek when he least expected it and getting the frag there, so good stuff. And Credit was trying to go to the PC area, but Ali was smart and sticking that off. But Asoli is in, and Ali is flying into the skybox. He's going to get pistoled down by Credit in the air. Credit hitting with the pistols as well in the air.
Yeah, Credo is just an anti-air like battery, just in human form. Like if you're in the air, he will hit you and take you down. He has one mission in life, it seems. oh my god, Kratos just flying around, trying to get out, but he will get taken down by a nice rocket there from Polygon. So that's going to be one man down. We might even see a dry push coming out here just to try to get some space. Polygon has already jumped in, but I'm not sure everyone will follow him in there. It's Ascent, they have some really nice high ground advantage here.
Yeah, and both solids gets taken out there from Swift, so they're definitely going to be looking to fall back here. And Ali is in a really bad position. He's most likely going to be taken out here as a Korvac is flying into him and takes him down. Korvac very lethal there. And Ascent is going to be moving in onto the middle point here. Not going to be much resistance from the few remaining players here of Swift.
Yeah, they're just going to chill out. It is even Uber, so I suspect this is all going to just slow down quite a bit. But as I say that, it sort of just flies through the choke. But he didn't really commit in fully. I think they're just trying to bait for Elico, and he actually does hit a pipe, so really good job by him. And there's a Soda in behind, but he will get taken down by Falas as well, so just really well done push right there coming out from Ascent.
Ascent is doing a really good job at baiting in players from Swift and cleaning them up, and they're going to be looking to push here, but they take a lot of spam. Both Korvac and Thalash were really weak there. So they're going to be slowing down the push a little bit, and Fluo and Credo is in, and they get the force onto Bab super early, and look how far back Ombrak is. He's ready to use that full Uber advantage, and they only lose Credo for the force as well. So they could even wait here for Credo to spawn.
Yeah, I'm not even sure they need to. Like, it's a scout, he's gonna catch up eventually, right? And as long as they don't drop the last from the Uber, this is going to end good, I think. And they are just gonna take him for last. They don't really go for the medic or anything. There's a Sword behind line who's eventually gonna go down. Korvac will take him down with no help required. So they basically exchanged an Uber for the point there, which is okay. But now they're gonna have to deal with the Babs Uber and two scouts versus one. Fun's getting caught out as well. So now they could even push in here and try to just take last.
Yeah, the spawners are coming in here though for Swift, but Ali gets taken out, and there's a solid pressuring the point, and Flu is coming in as well, taking out Bab, so no heals there for the side of Swift, and Credit playing the point really well there, getting a lot of cap time, and this must be around there for Ascent as they're looking to clean up the frags and take the point here.
Yeah, single scout not going to be able to do it, and really strong pushing there. A couple of players getting caught behind from Swift. 2-0 for Ascent. They're making this happen. The Cinderella story, it continues. I'm so hyped. I can't believe my little gut feeling was actually turning out to be correct, at least so far.
Yeah, we do have Credit on Sniper once again, so I'm gonna definitely be spectating him and see what he can bring to the table on this medal. Ascent just looking so strong right now. They're looking Credit just hitting everything on every class. The Celentus gets taken out immediately as well.
Yeah, and so Elico actually got saved by a really nice air arrow there from Ombrak. So he was just flying through the air and just landed with full HP. And currently they're just sending in everyone here. So they're trying to bomb out Ombrak, and they will get him eventually. They sacrifice a lot of players to do it, and Korvac, he's just going to hit some meat shots here. Can he get his fourth kill on this middle? It looks like he cannot, but he's going to settle with just capturing mid here.
Yeah, Korvac also showing again how strong of a scout he is. And it's just looking so good for Ascent. It looks like Swift doesn't have any answers to the pushes that Ascent throws their way right now.
Yeah, Babs deciding not to go Kritzkrieg. He's just gonna stay on normal one. This was a pretty obvious Kritzkrieg situation, I feel. But we did see in the stats previously that she had used crits 0 times so far this season. Which, like, it almost doesn't sound right, but I guess he just doesn't like using Kritzkrieg, or Swift in general as a team just don't like it. So, none of that.
That might be the case. We did see that Ombrak really likes to bring out that Kritzkrieg. Maybe feels confident with Elacor on those crit stickies. So Swift holding on to the second point here, and Ubers are slightly in advantage for Swift, but nothing that they could convert into a push.
Currently Credo is just still on Sniper. They are Ascent had a slight Uber disadvantage, so they're just playing it really passively, and now that they do have even, they might move forward. Celentus is pretty close in sewers. You can see him hiding in a corner, but Flu again, he checks his corners. I like this. And this Celentus is just going to jump out of there. He's going to try. He will not make it out of there. He just bumped his head into the ceiling over and over again and get taken down. So just getting bossed right there by Flu. And that's the exact opposite of what I was predicting was going to happen on the flank. Flu has actually been really good against Celentus so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Fluor moving in on the perfect timing to catch out Celentus when he was looking the other way. And yeah, we still see a sniper here on Corelli. He's gonna be peeking that choke. He hits an insane headshot onto Samsi, and he gets taken out by Elakor as well.
Was that a headshot?
Yeah, that was a headshot.
Oh wow, I thought it was just a big body shot, but yeah, that's crazy to actually hit that. So he's just gonna move in. Was that another headshot? I think it was. So he's just doing work.
Yeah, he's hitting every shot here, it feels like. He's not missing. Just because I said that he missed. We do see Solly pretty aggressive here in PC, but he's gonna be moving back there. It was Celentus. And both teams looking to play pretty passively here. I feel like Ascent is feeling pretty comfortable in this situation. They're gonna be looking to just slow things down and try to get picks with credit there. But we did see how that hurt Swift. They weren't ready for the aggression when it came from Ascent last map. So Ascent gotta be careful that they don't get caught out by the aggression of Swift when they get desperate.
Yeah, whenever they would move in too far and basically get the Ubers out of the way, and then they would try to re-push in, then Swift would just completely crush them in the following fight. So they have to be careful in making those kind of engagement. Looks like Swift are actually just going to Uber in here, try to get Ubers out of the way. They're just looking for the medic, I guess. And Ombrek is just going to pop right here. Samsi will eventually force him out here, but the Demo Man is in a lot of trouble, I feel like. Actually going to be Polygon being the first one to go down. But there is a soldier behind line. Celentus, I don't know if he's been called. Oh no, he just murders Ombrek. Really great flank here from Celentus, and that's going to be a really nice Uber exchange going into a fight. And it's only Thalas now behind lines, but he's been called. He is still going to take down Celentus though, and then going to fight the Demo Man, who's not all that healthy.
Yeah, Thalas still playing around in this sewer area, trying to see if he can make something happen. I don't know if Polygon actually gets the spot onto Thalas, and it's 2 nice rockets on him. So this is the first situation I feel like where Swift really could make something happen here, but we still have Curdy on the sniper class. He's looking for heads.
We'll see where he presents on. I imagine he's going to be really far back. He's actually pretty far forward, which is pretty dangerous when the enemy team has a really big Uber advantage. And oh my god, he missed an air headshot. I can't believe it. Polygon's actually pretty healthy after he jumps in here. So he's going to be in a pretty good position to just jump in here and just completely shut down all chokes. And yeah, Polygon, he finally just jumps in there, gets everything down, and Babs is still left with an Uber advantage, and they're just going to go through one, it looks like, and Ombrek is in really deep. He gets completely bounced. Ali with just 2 great stingies, just takes down Ombrek immediately. And this is looking like such a strong push coming out here from Swift. And like, this is a great position with heavy classes up top, just shooting down. This is just a heavy in spawn. As Ali puts time on the point, I think that's just going to be it.
Yeah, really good push there coming in from Swift, going super aggressive there with Ali, hitting 2 really nice stickies. And then at the back of that, they were just playing passive so good with the heals. They were baiting Ascent players in, and I believe it was a Solly who bombed in first, just got cleaned up, and then they managed to get the rest of the frags and cap the point. So we'll find ourselves on our 4th middle here on Process.
Ali actually messes up his rollout. When have you last seen that? But yeah, it looks like Elakor is going to get pressured out pretty heavily here by Celentus. He should be just fine. Yeah, massive bomb coming in here from the quarterback. He's putting the Demo Man into the air, but actually missed the air shot. He's just standing in the corner, and both the soldiers have now gone down for the Frenchies here, as they will just be on full retreat mode. And Swift are just moving forward. This
looked way more coordinated than the previous mids here from Swift. It looks like they definitely had a bit of a talk about how they wanted to approach this middle. And they're going to be moving in to the second point as well, but both soldiers really weak, and Celentix is taken out here, as well as Samsi. So, and Fans is caught in as well, but he might get taken out as well. He's going to be managing to escape there.
Ali is under some pressure. He will make it out alive. The rest of his teammates just jumped in front of him, took the bullets and the rockets, and allowed him to escape. Great teamwork here. But they're still down 2. Swift, they can get completely overrun here. Korvac's just going to jump in very aggressively. 2 spawners have come in now, so perhaps they can hold on to this, but Ascent, they are just moving in here. Going to hit some nice rockets there onto Babs. We'll get the force out very quickly, and Ombrek, he's just way out of there. Great bombing from Korvac.
I feel whenever Korvac is jumping into Babs, he always hits 2 rockets. It doesn't matter the situation, he always hits 2 rockets. Even if Babs serves, he hit the air shot on the Reckoner. So really good stuff coming from Korvac. And Swift are trying to peek here a bit. They want to get some kind of force or maybe a pick, but Pansky's taken out and Sil was pretty weak there as well. And Ascent are going to be moving forward here with full force.
Yeah, Flu, he just completely shut down any attempt by Funds to just go in there and be a hero. None of that. And they're actually going to go through PC area. It looks like it. And just like Swift before them, they're just going to move in very aggressively. Just going to preemptively Uber here. And they almost get the medic, but looks like Babs will be able to escape barely with her life. Now Onbek's going to be... you ought to know, but Babs actually has gone down to Korvac, so it seems like Korvac just has a target on the back. Like, he just hates Babs. He just kills her all the time, no matter what.
Yeah, it's I gotta have to watch how many medic frags that Korvac has, because it feels like he's taken out Babs so many times, and I feel like it didn't need to be that close. If Babs had a scout with her, she could have ran out in time. She took a lot of damage by having the default move speed, if I could say that.
Yeah. Yeah, these days, if you don't have a scout next to you that allows you to run really fast when you have an Uber disadvantage, you're basically doing it wrong. Okay, and she got caught out there. I don't think they were expecting the really fast push. So it's basically the exact same thing that worked for Swift before, just got used against them. But let's see if Ascent are able to actually convert this into a round.
Yeah, they're taking their sweet time, and Babs is on 65% already. But they do get the sentry here, but a nice headshot by Silentis. Oh, hits both scouts! Gets 2 nice headshots, and the Ombrak falls as well to Samsi. And this is a complete...
Korvac even doesn't get the last one. So complete wipe. Great job there by Silentis to do that. Holy hell.
Insane snipes coming out from Silentis. And that's definitely going to be a confidence and morale booster for Team Swift. You just know when someone makes a nice play on your team, it just pumps up everyone and everyone becomes super hyped. You see Thalash behind there in choke on Spy though, and he has already uncloaked. He's going to be moving in, but Babs is spotting him.
She actually got the kill onto him. That's a good way to just show him who's bot. I suspect she was trying to heal someone with it, but let's just go with she definitely meant to kill him. And they are actually in this exact same position before. It's basically, well, the push we saw before, except the Swift are going to go up top here. And they will not use the Uber, so they're going to milk it out. So they actually go all the way into last. Wow, they catch out Flu really quickly. Ombrak is on 90%, he gets jumped. He's just going to be dancing around here. There's stickies all around him. Oh, he barely gets it. Clutch.
Even Babs were trying to go for the frag there. She went for a crossbow, and she might be caught out now as well as she's going from 1 to rollout, but she manages to stay alive, and some good pressure coming in here from Swift. Gets the frag onto Demo as well as Ombrak and Credu, and they managed to cap the point at the back of that.
Really strong re-push right there coming out. Like, I thought they had overextended, but the way they just managed to just barely escape without losing anyone, especially their medic, and then the 2 scouts were just pretty healthy coming back in, doing a lot of cleanup work. It's gonna really be a boon to Swift here as they make it up to 2-2 on this map. And this is anyone's game as Ali once again fails his rollout, so he's just gonna be sitting there in the corner yelling medic.
Elacor being equally slow though here, so no real disadvantage here from Swift. And we do take credit on Sniper again, and he has been lethal on that class. And we see a big bomb coming in from Polygon, but he gets air. Was that a headshot?
I think it was. It did a lot of damage. It did 150, but I don't know if he had it fully charged. I wasn't expecting him, but yeah, Polygon was like, "Can you please stop this?" We're like, "No, dude. If you're in the air, he's gonna hit you. He's the best in Prem at this. I'm telling you."
Yeah, and Credit even typing high poly before that. So good stuff there. But somehow Ali gets taken out here as well by Thalash going a bit too far forward, and Ascent is gonna be looking to move forward with no demo on the side of Swift, but. Swift wants to lock down that choke still. They don't really have the spam classes to do so.
Ascent taking a lot of damage, and Elico actually going down so low that his medic feels like he has to pop on Ombrak, just not feeling like he has a choice, and I would agree with him. And there's a single scout in very aggressively. Samsi getting kind of left out by his team there. There's a Soda in PC. And he could get taken down, but he has just juked everyone, I thought, but no, Korvac would just shoot out at him and get Silentis down. And now it's a 2-man down on Swift's sides. And Ascent, they're going to just re-push in here, so Crater will get taken down. He'll try to make his way in, but it's still in favor of Ascent, I feel.
Yeah, and Ascent is just taking ground there, bullying Swift out. And they're gonna be managing to capping the point here. And let's see what class Curtis spawns at. I wanna see him on Sniper. He's been hitting so much.
Yeah. It looks like we just have Silentis. He's trying to go, see if he can go in behind right now, and he might just find his opening. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he failed a jump. Oh, that's tragic. And he actually does get 2 nice rockets onto Umbrak, but he will just barely manage to surf away. Oh, that was tragic. He failed that jump a little bit. That's sad.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. He had the perfect timing there, but he just couldn't manage to pull off that jump. But no real counter sack coming in here. But Credo is on Sniper once again, peeking the choke area, and good pressure coming in from Polygon, just bombing that choke and spamming it out, as well as Ali just launching stickies in there. But we do see Credo switching things up. He's in the sewer area, takes a wide peek here, and he sees 2 scouts and a soldier, but he decides to pull back before it's too late.
We have Silentis on Sniper again. You know, I haven't seen a whole lot of Silentis Sniper, but, you know, the little that I have seen of it was very impressive. So, you know, maybe he's just the best at everything. Like, I always think of Silentis as, like, obviously this really good soldier, but whenever I see him play Demo Man in a park or something, like, I always just know he's gonna crush everything. He's probably also a good scout, so why wouldn't he be a good sniper?
Yeah.
He's actually gone back.
Yeah, he wants to maintain that 100% sniper accuracy that he currently has. Yeah, I believe he shot 2 shots and he hit them both onto 2 scouts of the side of Ascent.
Yeah, that's a good thing to hold on to. Falas is going to try to go in there, and he will actually end up trading with Ali thanks to Elicor's pipe. So this is turning out really good in favor of Ascent. This means they can move in a lot farther. I don't know if they think there's a sniper, but oh my god, another pipe and then a snipe. So Ascent just taking charge right now, doing so much work basically off of pick classes, and Elicor just hitting every pipe.
Yeah, Fluo was in such a good position, but he didn't manage to get the frag there onto Silentis. But really good, like, brute force push coming out there from Ascent, and Swift are going to be finding themselves onto last once again with 7.5 minutes remaining on the clock.
They do you just sit here for 7 minutes and then do a push? No, that is stupid. I don't think they're going to do that, but I definitely do think they are going to slow things down. They have a sniper. They even have Flu as a spy. So he's and he's not just sitting in spawn. He's actually going in there, and he's on the lit trunker, which means he can walk pretty far despite this. And he's just going to sit right next to a sticky. I'm going to laugh if he just dies to this. How much damage does a sticky do? Because when you put it down, it has like this ramp up of like 8 seconds long or something.
If it's right beneath you, it can do 125 damage, I'm pretty sure. So you can get one shot as a scout from a perfectly placed sticky.
Yeah, like it needs to have this ramp up time. Like there's like a delay when you make sticky traps, where it's just like 8 seconds until they do full prime damage. But Flu's gonna come in and take down Babs, who's just standing completely still. She was basically not touching her keyboard, and she will get punished for it. You can never ever stand still, even if you think you're against a wall. And,
yeah, they were expecting that position, and Samsi takes out Credu, but he falls in return. So there's only 2 players remaining here for Swift, but they do have the spawners coming in here, and they managed to block it in time, but the Uber has been popped, but they do drop Thalash. But Elicor hitting some crazy pipes here, getting both both soldiers on the side of Swift. That's gonna make it 3-2 in favor of Ascent.
I feel like the story of that entire round was just Elicor hitting crazy pipes. There's just like in choke, he's just been an absolute monster with just getting so many picks off of just hitting those nice 100 damage pipes off the people, and then that just opened up so much space for Ascent, and they will move forward. And that's going to be 3-2 with about 5.5 minutes remaining in this round. Fu just going to jump in very quickly, take both medkits on the enemy side and the one on the middle. And here comes the double soldier bomb from Swift. Looks like they haven't done too much with it, as there was actually a counter bomb from Korbak onto Babs, as is tradition, takes her down, and it's just going to be Funds left alive, and he will not last long.
It looks like Ascent has found their confidence once again, just winning that middle really confidently, and Korbak doing, as you said, his signature play there, shooting 2 rockets at Babs and taking her out. So interesting stuff, and Elicor is already spamming the sentry, but he does take a headshot from Silentis. Once again, Silentis hitting shots. And it looks like they want to take the Uber here on the lobby right side. But they actually get forced there by a soldier from Polygon, hitting 2 really nice rockets onto Corback. And the Heavy is eating so much damage here, but it's not quite going to be enough. And it's only 4 players remaining here from the side of Swift. And
yeah, Ascent, they kind of took a breather right there. Now they're getting a bit of kills, but no, Ascent, they will just stand on the point and get it. So really great push here. And now all of a sudden, like, this is what we saw before, where Ascent, they would just take a middle and they just roll it all the way into last. This is what Swift has to be really careful not to get caught in. Otherwise, they're just going to completely throw away the entire match right now. So they need to be very careful in this middle and just probably be very thoughtful about how they play it. But great push in here from Ascent.
Yeah, I feel like every middle where they lose Babs, they lose the round. And there's been so many middles where she hasn't been able to escape. We do see the 7th mid fight here coming in, and we see a big bomb coming in from Silentis, putting out some nice pressure and damage. And Corback takes out Ali, and
oh, nice rocket from Polygon onto Flu. Gonna completely shut him down. And it looks like they do indeed manage to win this. Swift taking this middle, they really needed this, and they actually won it by just enough that they can actually feel comfortable moving all the way into second. And they will do just that. So they will get second for free here as well, but it's going to be an even Uber coming into last.
And this game is so back and forth. It feels like whichever team has the player that hits a crazy shot of some sort wins the middle currently. And we do see the even Ubers here. It's gonna be interesting to see what Swift wants to do. Silentis getting taken out, presumably from a sack attempt.
Yeah, I think he was just actually going into to lobby, and he saw the demo man and was like, he probably doesn't have a sticky trap, but he did. So so he went down. But it's not a big deal. It was definitely just trying to make space and maybe try to get a cheeky pick or something. And Bats actually gets forced, or they just pop in right away. Not quite sure what happened. I wasn't watching it at all, but I think she's going to be able to make it out alive. But Samsi cannot find the exit as he just runs into a wall instead. That was kind of weird to look at. But both Ubers did get exchanged, and now Babs is actually going to be left on a tiny, teeny, weeny Uber advantage that she probably can't use for much. But did you see what happened there? Did they push?
They just pushed. They wanted to take a Uber trade, and unluckily Samsi got caught out there in the Uber trade. But the Ubers are still even here, and it looks like they're gonna do a dry push here on the right side, but there's stickies, and Ali gets taken out from the sticky trap of Elacor. Clever play there from him, and it's gonna be hard for Swift to get the damage output they need, and Silentis gets taken out, so they have basically no spam classes. Flu gets taken out from behind, but players are just falling here for Swift, and they just need to try to keep Babs alive here.
Korvac did so much damage there on exit, and there we go. The last scout defending the medic has gone down. Now it's just a matter of can Babs actually make it out alive. Can she? What?
It looks like she's actually going to be able to get out.
Unbelievable.
I believe Ali managed to sync up with Babs, so no one decided to chase him. But we do see even Ubers here once again. Sniper
well, Ali
on
just jumps
Sil.
in. I think he was going for the medic, or as it turns out, it's just literally everyone just jumping in there, going for the back cap, and Albrecht's going to have to force here. Look at how deep it passes in. And the Funds goes down really weak as well, so if they're not careful, they're just going to completely get collapsed on here. Here comes Core back in from the side, but actually they do get the cap, and Samsi will get the final cleanup here. So that was a really weird flank. They were just very aggressive, but they have to because of the time. 1 minute remaining, and yeah, that was what was going on there.
Yeah, I believe what they wanted to do was just pop on Ali and they're just bombing him. But when he walked into that choke a bit to peek and see where the enemy medic of Ombrak were, he saw no one, so he just walked up the point with Babs. And with 42 seconds remaining on this map, it's a second map going in favor of Ascent. It's 2-1.
2-1. The underdogs continue to deliver. I can't believe it. I'm so happy for them, like, because they really cared. Like they've been trying super hard this entire season, and it's just all paying off right now.
Absolutely.
And they're just gonna maybe even get a third win by 3 points maybe here. They are already spawn camping, but unfortunately they don't have a second cap quite yet. So they might get overwhelmed here in last. Looks like there's 3 seconds left. They're just gonna stand out, and they will get a third one, or like a 5th round, winning by 3. So just continuing to do really well.
Yeah, and at this point, they must be so confident going into this first map, making the comeback happen. Second map, they're getting the lead and managing to I believe the scores were equalized, but then they managed to take a lead again and closing out the map. And you have to keep in mind, even though that Swift has one map win due to the upper bracket, they still haven't won a map in today's games. So this must be such a big momentum boost for Ascent going into the third map.
Yeah, it's a lot about. It's not really so much about the actual numbers and the actual fact. It's more about the feeling that you have, where you should have won the first map, but then you threw it away, and now you're losing. Like, it just feels terrible. Like, you're only down by one map, but it feels like you're down two, and you're trash and everything, right? But we have some logs up, and we can see Elikor once again just having an absolutely crazy game. I'm just gonna look how many kills he got with the pipes. Yeah, he got 11 kills with the pipes. That's nutty. And 8 with the stickies. So that should give you some idea of how good his pipes are.
Yeah, something that's pretty funny if you compare the pipe percentage of damage. Elikor has 42% of his damage in pipes. Ali has 25.
Yeah, and I want to point out that Ali's numbers are normal. Those are normal numbers.
Absolutely.
Like a third to 25% is pretty normal for a demo to have percentage of the damage on pipe. But then Kredu, probably the standout player on this map, to be honest. He was crazy good on Sniper, did really well on Scout as well, and then he has 13 headshots, as Gem pointed out. So probably the man of the match, and really stepping up when Thalas was having just a pretty middling game.
Yeah, absolutely. Kredu or Elikor, definitely the man of the match in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how Thalas was doing really well in the first map, and then Kredu just steps up and shows that he too can play. Oh, man, can you imagine, like, if more people start playing well, like Ascent, they're just going to be unstoppable, right? Because
yeah, absolutely. And it feels like everything is just going so well for them right now. They're getting what they want out of every push, it feels like.
Is it really true that Korvac only had 3 medic kills?
That can't be right.
That can't be right.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the first map. On the first map, he had 3 as well. That doesn't feel right either.
No, that feels like way less. Like, he does have the most on his team, but it just doesn't feel right.
It feels like it was twice, I must say.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it slowed down a little bit after the beginning when you kind of pointed it out.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think about the third map being Snakewater here?
Snakewater is usually a pretty good map for Ascent, so I feel like they just have all the chances in the world to just keep on rolling here and just make their dreams come true and just actually make it happen. Oh, I feel like it favors them a little bit. They have basically the classic middle where they just send in both soldiers and then everyone walks across the middle. It feels like they do that on most maps to some degree, but it was like kind of made on Snakewater, and they kind of were a big part of making that a successful strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it must be like a huge momentum here for Ascent. Winning the only 2 maps that has been played this evening, and they only need 1 more, and they know that, and they're hungry. They want this win.
Yeah, they have they have 3 maps now also to actually win one, so that's worth taking away as well.
You have to think about the Swift side as well. The first map, they were leading it, and then they lost it. And I mean, it definitely must have felt like it was their map to win. And then going into the second map, they had they were down 2-0, but then they managed to claw their way back 2-2, if I'm not mistaken. But in the end, they still managed to lose it. It must be really heartbreaking for Swift here.
Yeah, it feels like Ascent, they might have been nervous going on. Like, this is the grand finals, and I don't think any of them have ever been in the grand finals before. I think, like, maybe Ombrak has been in the Nations Cup grand finals, like against Germany maybe, but that's not the same. That's definitely not the same. This is a much bigger tournament, and so it could just be nerves that were just keeping them back. And now that they're in their groove, they're having a lot more success.
And I think this is a strength here where Thalash can come into play, because he's a veteran player. He's been in many finals, both online and offline, and he knows how to keep calm, and maybe it spreads on the team as well.
Yeah, indeed. All right, Gem, if you can, show us the Nemesis stat. That's the only one I'm really interested in. Like, yeah, there we go. That's the fun one. Let's we can see Crater just shitting all over Polygon, just with +8 difference, and Korvac doing the same to Salentis. Wow, you usually don't see that kind of soldier on soldier hate, but really great job there. Salentis also getting pounded by Flu as well, killing him 0 times, which is basically the exact opposite of what I was saying was going to happen. Like Flu holding his own on the Roma spot is really important, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely, and it feels like the only player not being on this list is it's Ali. He's the only player, it feels like, that's not on this list.
Oh yeah.
Except
Ali
for the
was,
medics.
I thought Ali was like doing fine, but he was being a pretty, like, he was definitely jumping in and like getting some really good plays, like the one Uber advantage push they had where he just jumped in and like 2-sticky the medic. Like, that was really good. I don't think people understand how difficult that is. Yeah.
Just like they were going so fast that there was no time to peek where the medic actually was. So he was taking a gamble that Umbrak would be up top, and I believe luckily for him he was.
Yeah, like sometimes you just have to take a small risk. Not like it was like a massive risk, but yeah, he definitely made an educated guess at best there, and it really worked out. But just hitting those stickies as well, and just like when you bounce around people, it's really difficult to hit them with stickies. But there we go. It's going to be the third and possibly last map. SVIFT, they're down 2-1 in the overall score. So far today, they have won 0 maps. And Ascent, if they just win this one, they will be ETF2L Season 28 Grand Finals winners.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be watching Ali on this middle. I want to see what SVIFT is doing here to try to make things happen. As we do see a deep bomb coming in here from Korvac once again. 2 rockets onto Babs once again.
Are we sure it was only 3? Because that just seemed to have happened so much. So it looked like Flu's going to jump in here, try to get down Elikor, but he will get a medkit. So even though Korvac just jumps in there and immediately kills Babs, his team will actually not win middle. But Ascent, they are holding on to the second for sure, and then they can probably push into middle as well.
Yeah, I think we need to contact Sub and make sure that the numbers are correct there for the medic kill stats, because Korvac's just so consistent with his bombs.
Yeah, I feel like we should just blame Sub. I like the way you think. But now they're gonna go in through this balcony area, or the catwalk, whatever you want to call it. Gonna just go in up top, and the Sorter will be bombing in here, trying to get down the medic, and Umbrak, he will get forced, and then, oh my god, Ali just hits 2 perfect pipes on the Korvac, taking him down. So overall, this worked out really well for SVIFT.
Yeah, a really good bomb coming in from Salentis. They're flying over the top, and no one could see him until it was in Umbrak's face. So good stuff there, and we're gonna be seeing SVIFT here on the Uber advantage. We do see Fluo hiding, but he decides to go into the kitchen instead. They're gonna be trying to go for the back cap. Credu and Fluo, they're definitely gonna be going for the back cap here. But Fansa spotted them out already.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's going to make them just abandon that entire idea. Sam's going to come back and try and stop him, but he just gets mulched, completely taken down. Flu will eventually go down as well. So this back cap, while it didn't really succeed in getting anything concrete done, it did force everyone to go back and just slow down everything.
Korvac is bombing in as well. He's flying very high, landing on top of Babs. But Babs surfing that rocket. And finally, Korvac doesn't manage to get those 2 rockets onto Babs that has been so consistently doing throughout this series.
Yeah, I'm betting Babs is feeling really lucky right about now, because she had no eyes on him. She didn't know where he was. Look at that. Flu's going to go very aggressively, too aggressively, I think, as well. I don't know what he was exactly aiming to do there, but as a result, he will just go down. It's going to lead Polygon in very aggressive positioning right now. Now just shooting down, and look at that Ascent. They have to move back, and currently as it is, they've basically given up second. And yeah, Umbrak, he's going to get forced. He's going to try to run forward to save his demo. He doesn't get him, and this is just a complete disaster for Ascent.
Yeah, 3 crazy prediction pipes from Ali forced that Uber from Umbrak. He had no choice but to pop, and he was even close to dropping there. So the Uber is going to be coming in here from the under area, from Swift, and they're bombing the heavy, trying to get the damage output that they need to get that heavy down. They get the frag, and they're going to be playing the point, and no one from Ascent is even close to contested. So that's going to be one round up here for Swift.
That was a really, really good round for Swift. They won middle, then they had a really nice engagement, and then they had this really nice push. And that's kind of how you want to win, because they just completely outplayed Ascent. So they're going to be ahead 1-0 now, and probably feeling a lot better about themselves. But they need to keep it up here on this middle, because this middle is very deadly for Ascent. So let's see, here comes the first Soldier Bomb. Both Soldier Bombs in the same spot, actually. They sync up a little bit too much there, I feel. But look how much space Ascent has actually gotten. They just walked across the point and now are capping it. But here comes the counter aggression coming out. Polygon's going to be on the high ground. There's going to be no soldiers to jump up and contest him. Going to be all on Elocore to actually put stickies and pipes up there to probably contest him. Thalas will make his way up there, so it's a pretty even fight. They're basically just staring each other down and trying to chip shot each other down until they hit some shots. And Samsies will be the first one to do that onto Kratos, and that's going to cause Ascent to move back.
Yeah, well, the mid-fight was going on for so long, and it really looked like Ali was ready for that double soldier bomb, because he backed off really well, and they managed to clean up both soldiers there behind, but they lost 2 players in return as well. But in the end, they managed to get the frag onto the scout, and Ascent deciding to pull back. And Swift are going to be looking to be peeking here on the grass area. They're going to be careful for the stickies here of Elocore though. But Ali is in, and I don't know if he spotted the stickies, and Babs is so close to the sticky trap. Hopefully, Ali gets taken out there by the sticky trap, and Funz gets taken out as well. So really good sticky trap. They're doing a lot of damage to the push of Swift, completely stopping it.
Yeah, you have to also put it a little bit on Swift here. Like, you need to spot those stickies. And they don't quite manage to do it. And Elocore does a ton of damage to the soldier up on the high ground. I mean, he can't really contest anything, so Lentis will get taken down due to that damage. And everyone else has just been forced to retreat here from Swift. So a middle point goes to Ascent, and they didn't even have to use their Uber to get it. So they traded basically nothing for the middle point.
Yeah, Flo was very far in there. It looked like he wanted to bomb in, but deciding to pull back there. And this is the kind of a situation we found ourselves in the last round. Only this time the Ubers are even. So this time both teams are just going to be holding back, trying to see if they can get a pick or some kind of advantage that they can push on.
Yeah, it's Snakewater. It can be a pretty difficult map to make like dry pushes on, because you can kite the Uber quite successfully on this second and middle point. Yeah, like, there's a lot of space to retreat to. But on the other hand, if the medic holds too far forward, you can jump them pretty successfully. You can see where Babs is standing right now is where you normally want to be standing as a medic. If you take the bait and go too close to the wall, then just sort of just jump out the window and just like just hit one wall shot like onto the wall that does like 70 damage, and then you just have to pop, because there's just no way you're not getting hit by the second one. So if you stay further back, you'll be a lot more safe, even though it feels like you're more exposed.
Yeah. Kratos actually gets taken out there, and Silentis is all the way in the faces of the whole Ascent team there, but didn't manage to get anything going there. And this is the type of situation where I really like to personally run Sniper as the defending team if you're leading here on the second point, because you can deny so much ground here for the attacking team. And Korback is jumping in a bit, trying to see if he can make something happen, but he just has to go back. And Flu is just hitting crazy upwards directs onto Polygon. He's so weak right now, as well as Samsi, who helped to relieve the pressure there from Fluo. Really good rockets.
Yeah, like when Flu is just going for the big directs and actually hitting them, and Elocore is also in the mix, you're gonna be feeling pretty nervous, because it's only a matter of time before Elocore hits some crazy pipe. Looks like Swift will just dodge that whole scenario for now, so they got a little bit lucky in that exchange. But again, I'm very surprised Kratos didn't go Sniper. It seemed like such an obvious thing, where I was always like, oh, they probably sent Kratos in really aggressively so he can go Sniper, but no, he just continues to play Scout, and instead it's going to be probably like Korback just being sent in there. But as I said, that Flu will be the one to jump in. Oh, he's going to go into the window, and now it's going to be Korback. Going to jump in a pretty low trajectory, and will not hit a single rocket onto the medic.
Yeah, And I feel like for Swift, it's good that they're playing the clock, but it's just a matter of time before the Ascent is gonna get the force onto Swift, and a good bomb coming in there from Polygon, but he gets completely shut down there by Credu and a soldier, I believe. And yeah, as I said, a sniper wouldn't be too bad here for the side of Swift, but I assume they're feeling very confident here with the cookie cutter lineup.
Yeah, we'll see how that stands up against the Thalash sniper. He was just sitting in spawn, just checking out any offcast, and then he switched to sniper himself. Oh, I don't think they actually tested this on Swift side, but they probably suspected.
Yeah, you hear both Babs and Fans calling for spy with in-game commands.
Oh my god, that snipe!
Thalash hitting a crazy sniper headshot there onto Ali. He's gonna be peeking on the grass area, taking space with that frag, with the help of his team. And it's not much that Swift can do now without their demo. And a nice curve jump from Korvac coming in to put some pressure, and the Uber gets forced there by Swift, and the Uber is popped so much later by Ascent. And look at the players from Swift just so far back and scattered, but they do get a nice.
Lentis comes in with a massive flank. Doesn't quite manage to get any kills there. I can't believe that didn't actually result in anyone dying, that flank, but it might still just happen as Samsi and Fun will just mow down the sniper and just put time on the middle there. But yeah, that turned around. Like, I can't believe Silentis didn't die when he jumped into the window, and then he just came back out through the window after he took a medkit and then did a ton of damage, and somehow Umbrex survived it.
I really like the chat going on here. Ali, just before he getting headshot there by Thalash, he said "do something XD," and then Thalash said question mark, and then Ali replying with "nice" while being dead. So
oh yeah, that was
biting
like
him
do
in the
something,
ass
and then basically like the next second he just got his head ripped off, and then it was like, oh, okay, nice, because it was a really nice shot by Thalash. It was like a millisecond that he saw Ali, and then he just took him down. Polygon's up on the high ground here. I think he's going to get ready to jump in. Nope, he's just going to jump out instead.
I think he was betting for a second solid, but Flu is lingering for so long in the choke area, and Silentis is super far behind now, but there's two people going back to chase him.
Oh, it's MG fight. Two soldiers. Oh, and then the scout comes in to ruin all the fun. So, oh, they're just going to leave him there. Alright. Having Silentis behind lines is pretty uncomfortable, I'd say. Is he even behind lines?
Yeah, he's still behind enemy lines, and he's trying to gather up health here. Waiting for Korvac to spawn, I believe. So he's gonna be going for the spawn camp here.
Yeah, I'm only gonna be watching that because that sounds like fun to me.
Yeah.
So.
Meanwhile, the Uber has been popped here on second by Ascent, and they get two nice frags.
Oh,
and
Korvac. That was so obvious too. Anyway, that's probably not important in the grand scheme of things. I was just having fun with that. Korvac just walks out and gets two-shotted. He wasn't even aware that it was a possibility. And Silentis is once again getting ready to spawn camp, and oh, okay, this time around the soldiers know.
There's three players sent back to deal with Silentis, so good distractions, but no one really replied on it from the side of Swift. They didn't know that three players were sent back, so big, not that big of an overlap coming in from Ascent here, but enough to push on, I feel. And they're already taking the right side here. They're already taking ground. And this is a really good play, I think. Try to get space, get the sentry down before it can be fully built, and immediately when they have the Uber they can go in, but they're lingering there quite long, and Babs might get the Uber, but Korvac is in. But Babs managed to stay low on very low HP. I believe she was like 25 or something, but in the end she manages to stay alive. And
yeah, really good hold there by Babs.
Absolutely. And I mean, Team Swift, they must be scared for the double rockets of Korvac. Just been raining havoc the previous two maps.
Yeah, I mean, at this point you gotta be a little bit scared. Like you gotta read the pattern. So whenever Korvac comes in, there's a good chance he's going for the medic and he's not gonna miss. But yeah, let's see. We actually have Credo. Is he actually on spy, or is he just checking in spawn? That's the question.
Looks like he's checking in spawn, and he's been swapping to sniper here. So maybe a bit of a sniper duel coming in. Silentis versus Credo.
Have you seen this one before? The Silentis, is he still on 100% accuracy? I want to say he is, but I'm not sure.
I believe he missed a few shots in the previous map, so unfortunately not 100% accuracy anymore.
Yeah, they're just chilling out here. Let's see, Kratos, he's gonna move forward down lower. Like, where do you... Never mind. I was gonna ask where you want to snipe from, but that doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I even missed that Credit was taken down there. Yeah, Credit opting to go sniper once again. Yeah, Swift looking like pretty comfortable holding last here. Just wanna try to grind down the time here a bit and wait for a big enough advantage to push out on.
Yeah, it's currently 1-0 in favor of Swift, so they can definitely just sit back, and they're not gonna wait, or they're not gonna push foolishly here. So it's all on Ascent to make something happen, but at the same time, they have plenty of time to do it. So I think we're just gonna settle in for a good old-fashioned sniper fight and see who comes out ahead, and then the loser will back off a bit.
Silent is trying to jump on a box that I know from my own experience it's not possible to jump up on. So maybe he learned that too now. But he's looking to go back to spawn to get some HP, I assume, and he's playing a lot more passive here.
Yeah, there's no reason to go in and be aggressive. Like, you just want to be able to answer the sniper wherever he appears.
A lot of spy checking actually coming out from Swift. They're shooting all around themselves to make sure that no spy can come in and get the frag onto Babs. And look where
they don't
Babs
know
is
where
holding.
Kratos is. I'm pretty damn sure they're not acting like they know it. Look at Babs. She's so far in that
one
corner.
Step too far and she's dead. And what a nice flick from Kratos, taking out Funz, who was jumping on his own sentry to get an angle there onto to see what was peeking drop down. And yeah, that's a man advantage coming in here for Ascent, and it looks like they want to put some pressure on the right side, and there's no one to stop them from doing that right now. A nice air body shot coming in onto Corback from, I believe it was Silentes, and
oh my god,
Sil actually takes out Credit as well, yeah. And Corback is super far in, they might be taken out as well, but he managed to escape with very little HP here.
Corback will barely survive right now, and he's even running out of ammo, so if Swift pushes right now, Corback's going to be way out of position. Just desperately looking for ammo. He's just completely useless in any kind of fight right now. But it looks like the rest of his team will successfully cover for him as he just waddles around with his skill stick out and just not really looking very scary. But yeah, they hold on, and once again, Kratos going to go back to sniper.
Yeah, so we're gonna be seeing another sniper fight here. 5 minutes left on the round timer, so I believe Swift are wanting to grind that timer down to get a new mid fight, and I think that's the right choice in this situation. They don't need to take any unnecessary risks being 1-0 up. And Corback opening the door and still hitting a crazy headshot actually on Corback, but Credit returning the favor and taking out Silentes. Yeah, Credit hits a nice shot onto Samsi as well. It was super weak, but he gets arrowed. And,
I wonder how Babs feel about just sitting in this corner if she's in. Just, man, if she gets jumped by a soldier, she's done for. But you know, as actually the sentry gun will not even stop a soldier bomb. It will just push the soldier into Babs.
Yeah, push the soldier into that corner where Babs is.
Yeah.
So maybe moving that sentry is not too bad of an idea.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do. They're playing it very slowly here. There's still about 4:20 remaining on the clock, so I guess no panic here. But Kratos, he had success in the drop down before, but we'll see. Maybe you're just going to use him to bait for someone else.
Yeah, and it looks like they're doing a double solid spam here towards the corner where Babs is sitting. And Babs is so weak, but she does a nice surf to get out and into spawn. Really smart play there from Ascent, and it was so close that it almost worked out. They do get a pick there onto Polygon as well. They're gonna be spamming down that sentry. There's no way that sentry survives. And they have so much space.
Yeah, Kratos was inches away from getting a medic as well, and Flu will get taken down by Silentes. So Silentes continues to do really well on Sniper for basically the first time I've ever seen him probably play Sniper. But he's doing it well. And it looks like finally Ascent, they have been bullied back from this right side as Samsi just follows them out.
Yeah, really good pressure from Samsi actually, because without that pressure, then Elikor could have done a lot of damage onto the side of Swift, but Samsi stopped anything about that happening. And still gonna be looking here on the right side. Just misses the soldier there. It was very close to that shot hitting. It's gonna be looking to see if he can get any kind of pick going here to slow down any pushes.
Yeah, we see Babs is now doing the forward hold right now, and there's even a sentry gun where the medic would normally stand. Right, so that makes it a lot more difficult to actually bomb the medic. I don't remember ever seeing anyone put the sentry literally on the medic spot, but it could probably work out pretty well. Like the medic can even hide behind it if the soldier bombs, but it will absorb a bit of a hit.
Yeah, but the soldier could splash the rockets on the sentry. So gotta be careful for that as well.
Yeah, you're kind of right in that it makes another wall basically for the soldier to hit. So, like, if the sentry gun is between the medic and the soldier, then the sentry gun is going to be really good. But if it's not, then it's just going to be a negative. But it will get spammed down, so no, we're wondering about that. The soldier's in very deep. He's going to go into the skybox, try to get onto this medic, and oh my god, there we go. Korvac came in, just landed on Bab's face, and she will have to pop. And that took both soldiers to get that force out, but they did get the force out.
I'm a bit surprised we didn't see any double soldier bombs coming in earlier from the side of Ascent, because it's such a hard map to push out of last on, and they lose still now as well, so this push is completely stopped here.
Yeah, Ali was going forward as well, and he was not able to get any more kills. And here we go, Ascent, they're going to push in. Ali has been putting stickies on the point, but I don't think he's going to get out. He will actually get out. That's really huge. So he's going to be coming in here. Sword on the point, who's going to block it for a bit, but no. Everyone else is getting completely stuffed inside of spawn by Elikor, and that's going to be a cap. So a really nice force coming out there, like with the double soldier bomb, and then they just followed up perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, I'm a bit surprised they didn't do any double sacks earlier, but might have been because Critter was on sniper. But we are going to be seeing a third middle, and this map is all tied up here, so it can go either way.
Yeah, so far the middles have actually not seemed very important. Like, it seems like this map has not been won on middle, but either way, it could definitely still be the case here. As Korvac and Flu, it looks like they're not going to jump in aggressively as they've been doing so far. Instead, it's going to be Thalas who will be the first one to go in kind of aggressively, and Elikor is also pretty far forward. And Flu, there we go, finally Korvac comes in, tries to jump the medic, but I think he found a scout instead. Flu comes in, does some more damage, but gets pretty soundly rebuffed by Polygon, who's now in the face of them, and he will get taken down. But overall, Ascent, they were just a bit too passive on this middle, and as a result, no one from Swift took the bait, and they're going to win middle.
I think this was definitely a good play by Swift, deciding to play a bit passive to not get caught out once again, and they must know by this point that
Umbrak gets forced as well. That's really huge.
Oh yeah, that's really big from Swift here. But what I wanted to say there was that they must know, but at this point that that Ascent is good at just wiping you on middle there and just converting it into a round. So the passive play working out for Swift here, and Uber is going to be taken in here on the right side. They're getting the sentry really early, but now someone has to play the point now. And there is a heavy to deny any point pressure, but he gets taken out super quickly here. There's just a full-on brawl going on here, but the picks are going in the favor of Swift, and Swift are just having so much point pressure, and they're forcing Ascent to stand on the point. Omega gets taken out, and Elikor suddenly leaves the point there to make it 2-1 for Swift.
Yeah, the fact that Ali managed to just stay alive and be completely unpressured throughout all of that was just really what won him that fight. He would just continue to put stickies onto the point, and then whenever anyone else just touched it, he would just explode it and do a ton of damage. Basically the most simple way you can win a last push, and they just did it to perfection. A really good job by the scouts to just play the point and continue to put pressure on. But that was a middle just definitely deciding a round. So, oh my god, look at Flu just in the skybox getting kind of denied as he tried to jump. But the rest of Ascent are being very aggressively and moving forward right now. And Polygon will not be able to hit the airshot onto Elikor, and that's going to be a middle going the other way to Ascent.
I think this time though, luckily for Swift, Bab's staying alive here, so...
Oh! What a pipe from Elikor, just manages to just chase out, and now we even see a soldier going in a bit too aggressive there, Flu. I guess he missed the respawn queue or something.
Yeah, maybe. And yeah, as I said there, good stuff from Swift, keeping the medic alive. So they're going to be sitting here on last with their Uber. So even Uber's on this last 2 seconds stalemate once again. And yeah, still only one round being the difference. Let's see if they actually have Thalas on sniper.
Yeah, they're just going to take their time. They still do have 7 minutes to just get this, and at this point, you have to feel that if Ascent get into Golden Cap, they probably feel confident that they can win it because they've already done it once and they kind of have all of the momentum. So I don't think they're going to panic here. Just going to put Falas on Sniper, get him all nice and buffed up, and then try to open some doors here. And, hopefully he can hit some shots. But let's see. He's all charged up at this door. And who's going to open this door is going to be a soldier. And now they know where the medic is as well. So he's in that corner, or she's in that corner. And once they know that, it's going to be very difficult. Like, they can now send in the double soldier bomb, right? Because the medic is in the corner.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see a double soldier bomb coming in here from Ascent. It's yeah, when Babs is trapped in the corner, when you send 2 soldiers in, there's no way the medic doesn't force unless one of the soldiers fails the jump or the defending team does some kind of miracle air shots or. Yeah, but look at Talash, he's so for him, and he gets the headshot on the Babs as well. He just runs in on the left side, and there was no one there to protect, to stop that from happening. Insane
That's basically
things.
pulling a Starkey, just running in, sniping the med. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't believe he just did that.
Yeah, and SVIFT getting 2 frags in return, so no quick push coming in here from Ascent, but they can take their time here.
Oh yeah. Just don't stand completely still and get backstabbed or sniped, and you're good. You're golden, man. Just probably gonna go through Shutter Door with the 2 scouts and a demo man or something like that. And yeah, that looks like that's exactly what they're gonna do. At least 2 scouts here. And a demo man in. They're gonna take down Sentry Gun really quickly, and now there's a Pyro man. They need to take him down. So far, the Pyro is still doing a lot of work, but no, there we go. Finally, gets taken down, and there's only Samsung remaining. Perfect push. They only lost Crater.
Insane shot once again from Talash. Just so good running in there, and they managed to convert it into a push and make it around on the board. So 2-2 once again on this map. It's been 2-2 on the 2 previous maps as well. And then both of them, Ascent were managing to run away with it. So let's see what SVIFT have to reply. I feel like their mids have been doing pretty well on this map.
Yeah, there's definitely not been a pushover like they were before, and they actually won the last middle as well, I believe. Here comes Flu and here comes Korvac. They're just in deep. Flu will not get what he was looking for. I don't think Korvac did either, and Elico will get taken down as well as he was crossing middle. And this was a crushingly strong mid coming out here from SVIFT. They were just hanging back, waiting for the double soldier bomb, and then they get taken down. Okay, look how weak Umbrak is. Oh my god, Ali almost manages to just chase them down and get him, but no, Umbrak, he will barely escape. But a great mid from SVIFT.
A really good jump coming from Ali, getting a really nice sticky onto Umbrak, and yeah, it really looks like SVIFT has learned from their mistakes. They're playing a bit more passive, waiting the soldiers out because they know the soldiers are coming, and then they're managing to get the picks onto the soldiers before any Ascent players can follow up.
Flu's gonna actually managed to kind of trade thanks to Korvac coming in and saving him with a nice rocket there. And I think they're looking to do some sort of suicide wave if they can do it properly, but they're probably just going to wait for the spawners now. Polygon, I don't think Polygon has ever done any off classes, but they have sent people back before. Yeah, you can see Polygon's actually holding the door open, and yeah, is it Silentis they're sending back? Yes, so the Silentis sniper going to be a thing once again.
Yeah, he's been hitting good shots, definitely, and yeah, he had 100% accuracy for a while. Let's see if he can pull it off once again here. While attacking.
I mean, if you don't count the shots that he missed, he actually still has 100% accuracy, so he's got that going for him. But,
absolutely. He's just running around here with the hamming stuff.
Yeah, he's just been spotted now, so that's going to make it slightly more difficult. Whenever you know there's a sniper around, you can play around it a lot more easily. He's just going to go in through the drop down here, and it's actually pretty easy to snipe people here in this position, and he's going to not quite be able to hit the headshot.
Spy checking there a bit to see what off classes SVIFT are running. He's back on the sniper here, sitting on top of the point pretty much. Just walking around trying to see if Silentis is gonna peek anywhere anytime soon.
Polygon is also in a position where if there's ever going to be any kind of opening, he can jump in. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's onto the medic, hits a really nice first rocket. Umbrak Gonna continue to hold on to, but Ali actually with the long charge sticky will get the medic drop. Really clutch sticky there from Ali. I don't even know where he was shooting it from, but he got it. So any spam will work. But Babs gets jumped by Korvac again, gets a double rocket, and he's gonna have to pop. And that was pretty far out. So any respawners here could just hold this off. But Sentry's still in, and he's on the hunt. He's looking for the last, but he will get arrowed. And this sentry gun's probably gonna slow things down enough that respawners will come in here. But what a crazy turn of events.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good force there coming in and drop from Ali, and so much pressure on the point. You get so much counter, just everyone just bombing in, and they get their frags as well. But then this force to stand on the point.
Oh no! Ombrag almost saving it here, but not quite going to be able to. And that is off of that drop from Ombrag. He's gonna. His team's gonna lose that round, and now SVIFT, they can make their comeback. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. You can win a round in that time. So Ascent, they need that round right now. Otherwise, it's gonna go to a fourth map-ish.
SVIFT gotta make sure that to not lose the desperation plays here from Ascent. They know that the deadly mids from Ascent, where they just go in and get every frag they need and just roll all the way. And I feel like at this point, they should just go back and hold second. They don't need to contest mid. Just keep out alive and bait out time. But they do get frags. They are just going forward here. Get pick on the Ombrag as well. So really good stuff once again from SVIFT. Just baiting out the aggression from Ascent and then re-pushing. Really strong middle.
Yeah, just the passive middle seems to work out really well for them. I wonder if they're gonna just transfer that over to some of the next maps where they just use that. But yeah, we'll see. I thought this was Ascent's best chance of actually taking the next map, but we're actually just gonna move. They already changed the server. It's fine. We know who won. So moving on, and we're gonna be looking at some logs. And now it's is it 2-2?
It's 2-2.
Oh my god!
It's the final map. It's the deciding map. It's the one map to decide the outcome of this grand finals. And it's been such crazy back and forth, and I feel like at this point, like SVIFT were looking like they were coordinated in this last map. It felt like they had some good stuff going once again, and it felt like they had team play coming into this map. So, I mean, Gullywash could swing either way.
Yeah, I think the craziest stat when I'm looking at the logs is actually when you look at like the damage and the kills for the teams. SVIFT is just way ahead, and I don't know if that's because they were holding last or something and just killing people and spamming things out and like absorbing suicides. If that was going on, like is that it?
Yeah, I think that's definitely it. If you look on the deaths, it's Korvac with 23 deaths, and it's Fluo with 17 deaths, and Credo with 14. That's leading the death counters on the side of Ascent, and that's the effect of Ascent trying things. SVIFT don't really need to do things, so they're just holding back, cleaning up the stacks, and yeah, I believe that's why the logs look like they do.
Yeah,
but
alright.
Look at Samsi.
Oh yeah, Samsi going absolutely huge. It seems like in every single map there's gonna be at least one scout that just crushes it, and this time around it's Samsi doing an absolutely amazing job. He was just being so solid, and I also want to point out that Ali was just doing so many things well.
Yeah, absolutely. Ali only dying 4 times. Only 4 times. It's really good stuff. And
less than his medic.
Yeah, less than his medic actually. Yeah, it's, really good stuff coming up from SVIFT. And as I said, I feel like they're stepping up and they're playing more together than the previous maps.
And look at the middles. That's probably the biggest takeaway almost.
Yeah,
they're winning most of them.
Yeah, I felt like the middles were really good coming in from SVIFT. They were just waiting out the aggression. They knew what Ascent was gonna do, and they were just waiting out the aggression, and it was working out really well for them.
Yeah, like it's just at some point it seems like they just figured out that the soldiers go in and they go in deep. Like they try to actually almost go in behind. So they were just basically having like a scout inside of their own saw, just waiting for the soldiers to just come barging in, and then you just take them down. Yeah,
I believe what SVIFT were doing so well was that meanwhile Ascent was sending in their soldiers. When the rest of the team was trying to follow up, you would have Syl and the I believe it was Syl and Funds stopping the aggression from the combo players of Ascent. So I think that's why the middles didn't work out as great as previously.
Yeah, let's get some Nemesis stats. They're the best ones for sure.
Yeah, gotta love the Nemesis stats.
Yeah. These are some of them. It was just Samsy just crushing it, just bullying the soldiers, and I even bullying Credo as well. That's kind of interesting. And Silenta's also turning it a bit around to actually dominating a soldier a little bit in core back. So yeah, just this complete domination actually just from Swift. You know, maybe as we were talking about, this is because of all the suicides going on. That's probably it. Yeah.
If you look on the receiving end, it's Corback and Fluo for the most part, and then Credo as well. So I believe Credo is playing the flank role here. So it's I would say it's expected in a game like this where Swift is leading.
All right. Well, let's not dwell on it too much. We're actually pretty close to going live on the fifth and final map of this entire tournament. This is the last map of the ETF2L Prem season. There's going to be a winner after this, unless they go into Golden Cap, which would just be super epic. But it's going to be on Gullywash, the best map in TF2 in my opinion. So things can't get better as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I really like both spectating and playing Gullywash. I think it's a map where you have a lot of options what you can do in stalemates. There's just so many entrances and things you can do. Like you can send in if you're on mid, you can send in a scout behind in the lower area, and yeah, there's just so many options. I love it.
Yep, absolutely agreed. The amount of options going on here. So I don't know. Do you think this map favors any one team? Like, do you think Swift are just actually going to come back now? Do you think they've broken the curse? Getting that win? I
think I've been wrong on every single prediction that I've done. I'm just going to go and say that I think with the momentum shifts, Swift got this. But we are going live here on the fifth map on the ETF2L Season 28 Grand Finals. And it's going to be Gullywash, as we see both teams rolling out to middle here.
Yeah, and I still believe in my heart of hearts that Ascent, they can do this. And here we go. Kovac's going to just pressure out the demo really fast. Ali going down to 80 HP, but he will get an arrow. And he's going to be just fine. Polygon actually jump kind of behind. And the scout going in very aggressively here. So Swift just crushing this mid once again. The soldier just comes in here. So he can get the medic, but he will not be able to get any rockets there. And that was a perfect mid from Swift. So they just continue going here. And Ali's already like doing the BM GG call.
Yeah, Ali has been doing some good BM throughout the series, and that mid, Silentis was doing such a good job, super fast in drop down and distracting the entire team of Ascent.
Yeah, Ali's going to get Ubered here. He's going to try to jump in very aggressively, but so far he's actually not had a very good Uber. Finally takes down Sentinel, but that took a really long time. But he will get Flu here, and everyone else now is just put into spawn. There's only some stickies on the point, but now this Heavy is the only one remaining, and I think this is not going to be quite enough. And off of just the perfect middle, Swift will be able to take this first round.
I feel like this this last push here, it was a textbook TF2 last push. They got the sentry down first, and then they managed to get some picks. When they forced the remaining Ascent players onto the point, and Ali just sticking it off. It's just a beautiful push to watch.
Yeah, there was basically nothing complicated about it. It was just like textbook standard TF2, something that you basically know you need no aim or skill to really do. As Polygon's just going to jump in and take down Credo immediately. He was going to snipe in the middle, but this gets pressured out, and Obek has gone down as well. And wow, it looks like Swift are just getting into gear right now. They're just moving forward here. Flu, will he get taken down? He was on 7 HP. It looks like he's going to be able to kind of escape. But again, great middle from Swift, and they're just going to keep on rolling right now. Like, what happened, man?
I have no idea. It's an entirely different team we're looking at. Ali hitting a crazy air pipe onto Fluo, trying to escape, but Samsy comes up from behind. And yeah, it's an entirely different team. Is this another Swift?
Yeah, it almost feels like it, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can just keep on rolling right now, because at this point, Ascent, they really need to just stabilize and slow things down, because whenever things are going bad, you just want to kind of take a breather and try not to do it. And they've actually put in on the right side, and no one's really there, and there's even a pyro just protecting the sentry gun from all this spam. So yeah, that was a perfect hold. They didn't lose anyone. It wasn't even close. And sometimes it just works. You need to just scout out the area before you actually push in, because they're pushing through shutter and there was just nothing there.
I think they should have tried to do double solid spam onto that sentry. We do see the push coming up top here though, and some good damage coming in from SVIFT. They're pulling back here to be safe, but so does Ascent. Both teams, no one wants to contest second. Both teams are out.
Yeah, I feel like if they didn't lose the first round in the middle so convincingly, they might have just kept on going.
This is ridiculous. Both teams, no team is on second. Sorry for interrupting, but this is completely ridiculous. Celentis is going in and actually seeing that Ascent is on last.
Oh yeah. They both gave up second.
This is hilarious.
That's kind of
This
amazing.
is perfect.
Yeah, I really think that's just because they lost the first one so convincingly that they didn't want to force the issue.
Oh,
That's
Celentis.
just
Sorry,
casually taking down 2 players on the sentry, no biggie.
They're just so good, and SVIFT are going to be looking to push in there, getting some good pressure onto the point early. So Onbrack has to force the Uber. Need to save the point there. Must have thought it was more players.
You don't block more by popping. That's weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, it must be the nerves. It must be the nerves.
Yeah, it must be. A great play by Celentis either way. But I thought Celentis was like just baiting for him like onto the point, because what you often do is you jump onto the point and then you jump over. And then you jump onto the medic, but you just didn't do that. You just stood on the point and Onbrack panicked and just popped. Like if you pop Uber, you don't block the point more. You just need the player on it.
Yeah.
If the player's not, it doesn't matter if he's Uber or not. So I don't know. That seems like a really dumb Uber.
Yeah, SVIFT gotta be a bit careful here not to go too slow, because then Ascent will get the Uber, and they're already on 75%. But the jump is coming in there, but they haven't checked out the sentry this time either, and they're not getting anything done with this Uber. They're doing the same mistake again. Not getting anything on Recon there to see that sentry, and yeah, nice picks going in favor of Ascent. So
yeah. Ali going down is probably the biggest deal here, because that means that they can just go out there and yeah, pyros are broken. Just what's the counter to a sentry gun being protected by an air blasting pyro? You tell me.
Yeah, the problem with it is that you need hit scan to kill the pyro, and you need projectiles to kill the sentry. It's a very weird situation. I believe you just need to scout it out and try to spam it down in advance.
Yeah, if you just push in through the side where the sentry gun is, then you can just get close enough with scouts and you can just like mow down everything. So it's not that important. But if you're really far away and just shoot like easily predictable projectiles, then yeah, it's not going to work out. Samsi has gone sniper. Looks like Ascent, they're trying to go in through choke here, but pushing into a sniper is very uncomfortable, and the longer they wait, the more they're going to lose the Uber advantage, and they have actually lost it now. So Flu will just jump in, try to force the issue, but he's just going to get taken down. The center's still in, but they're not actually at any kind of advantage. Finally, they do get Samsi down, so the sniper has gone down. But look at Onbrack, how weak he is. He's just not going to want to go in there, because if he gets hit by a stray pipe or a rocket or anything, he's just going to drop.
Yeah, and I feel like the difference maker on the last holds from Ascent is that they're moving the sentry around, and SVIFT are not peeking the sentry beforehand, so they're just gambling on where the sentry could be, and they gambled wrong twice.
Polygon's in onto the medic. He just gets sent into the skybox, as it turns out. He's still up top, and he will actually manage to get a bit of health here, but the Celentis also goes down, so that was a double soldier bomb, and it didn't work out at all. So now it's going to be on Ascent to try and return the favor here, and actually Samsi getting hit by that one pipe, I think that's going to be enough to just completely force them out, and no Ubers were exchanged at all. So that double soldier bomb did not really work out because they lost the middle for it.
Yeah, and it looks like Ascent wants to keep it going here. They're taking the big door area, and Ali is going there now to stop. And look at Alucard's health is so weak, and he actually gets taken out by Ali. Onbrack, and a nice air shot from Polygon at the back of that as well. Jesus, just completely stopping the push.
Yeah, Elicor going down. That mean no stickies. They can just freely walk in through this choke. Kratos being pushed back as well on the low ground. So just the middle is changing sides over and over again, and there's just no Ubers being exchanged either. It's you often see this this tug of war fight where the Ubers are uneven, and so you just have a team pushing in with Uber to middle, and then the other team backs out, and then they will push into middle using Uber. But it's kind of this going on, but they're not using Uber. They're just sending in the double sortie bomb. Here comes the sortie bomb. Oh my God! Celentis takes down Onbrack. Crazy good rockets, just juggles him right up in the air, takes him down with a crisp rocket, and Onbrack is just not gonna force there. So he just drops again. That seemed kind of silly drop again, but man, great jump in by Celentis.
I think he was praying for his team to get the pick onto the solid, onto Silentis there before he went down. Took a gamble and didn't pay off. And there is some players here on middle distracting Swift, and Babs actually gets the frag there. On pick ready to put the nail in the coffin on that backup attempt.
And it's going to be even Ubers still, but there's a lot more players up from Swift right now. There is a couple of respawners coming in, and that's going to be enough to force out Swift. So I'm not going to be able to just immediately convert this, but they are ahead 1-0. Plenty of time remaining. It's even Ubers. Actually, Korbek's going to jump out very aggressively. I think he just got called. So I was going to say he's going to back off, but he's just going to continue to move forward. He's got a lot of confidence, I can tell, because he's just moving forward.
Absolutely. I feel like everything I ever known about TF2 has been forgotten, and Talash hits a nice body shot onto Samsi to take him out.
I think Samsi's going to go sniper and try to body shot him back. That's what I would do.
I definitely think you will see a sniper here from Samsi. It's even Ubers, and yeah, it's they can just hold it and wait, but Samsi, yep, there we go. Sniper has been picked up.
Yeah, we saw Ascent holding top lobby for a little bit there, but they just decide to back off a bit. Okay, we've seen some teams, mostly Lego, they will just hold forward lobby even Ubers, just to kind of shut down the sniper, because when you're holding forward in lobby, a sniper can't really do a whole lot. You can basically peek up top, and that's it. And even that is not very easy. But yeah, look how passive Samsi is. He's just standing really far back. And there's Silentis. Is he actually on spy? Or is he just... He is on spy. Alright. He's making his way in.
I feel like this is a pretty good thing from Swift coming in. They're trying to show... Oh, Salash actually pushes up and gets the frag onto Polygon. But yeah, Swift are gonna try to show like... Yeah, come to us. We can wait. We have time. And then have this sneaky little spy there.
So he just spotted Ombrek. And he uncloaked really far away. And he also saw the Synagogue on last, but he has been uncalled, and Ombrek is not aware of it. Oh, he just backs into the spy. Perfect play there by Silentis. Just walks into him, perfectly predicts him, and that's going to be a medic down once again. A really bad map so far for Ombrek.
Yeah, and I must say it was a really nice play by Swift. Instead of doing the go for a distraction for the spy, they were just holding so far back that. Yeah, Ascent wasn't expecting anything to happen since Swift had a sniper as well.
Samsi even walked back to spawn as a sniper and then switched off to scout again. So I really like that decision. Just not having a sniper on this final push, having 2 scouts. That's super good. I can't remember the last time I saw someone just walk back and do that kind of switch. The last, can he just reflect everything? It's 2 soldiers. I guess that's the counter. Just have more soldiers, but it did take a long time to get the sentry gun. But now Ali's sticking up the point. If they can get anyone onto it, it's going to be very risky. But no, looks like they have actually failed this push. There's a single scout on it. He's going to have to kill everyone. He cannot. So a great hold here from Ascent. They really needed this, and now they're going to be able to go out here and push second and cap it.
Yeah, Swift trying to swap things up on the last push, but I feel like the problem wasn't they had the wrong players in the Uber. I feel the problem was more that they were just gambling, not peeking where the sentry was. And this time they took the right side where the sentry was. So this time they needed Ali in the push, and they're gonna be super far back. And actually,
Ombrek goes down to Samsi, sniping him, just body shotting him. So Ombrek's rough game continues here. They do cap middle, and they are all pretty healthy, so they can definitely spam things out. But yeah, it's just a matter of can they actually pick off Babs as they come in here.
And this time they spot the stickies. Silentis has spotted the stickies and they have been cleared. So this time stickies won't kill anything. But Credu, he's running in. He was hiding in the corner. But he gets chased there by Fans, I believe. Fans plays it smart though, doesn't want to overcommit and lets his soldier deal with it. But look at Fluo, going for the backup here.
Yeah, and we can see Korbek in the drop down. He's getting ready to go for the middle block, but Flu will eventually go down to himself, it turns out. The Elikor, I don't know, you think he's going to try and block it? I'm not sure. Korbek has gone in as well, gets picked off, or get like called, and he's almost going to die, but will barely survive, it looks like.
Yeah, he just managed to surf a rocket away. And yeah, Elikor was trying to block the point, but he was 1 millisecond too late. And it looks like Swift are gonna take it here through the choke area. And yeah, Ascent doesn't really have the Uber yet, but But there's a Solly up top causing some chaos, and now Ascent has to Uber, and there's a Solly here close trying to force the Uber. He jumps away to stay alive.
Babs is behind this rock, which he's definitely going to get spammed out. There we go. Korvac hits one pretty easy rocket, and that's going to be it. Funch will not be able to get out. Pretty nice pipe from Elikor. And Ascent, they're just going to be barreling through this choke. Absolutely trying their best to just crush everything. Nice pipe again. And Babs has escaped, and so has Samsi. And it's only Ali behind line, but he's going to drop down.
He's doing a really smart player. He didn't get spotted out, but then he sees both scouts. He went to the right side to avoid anyone from seeing him, but then he went back to the left side, so both scouts saw him. They tried to jump out on that side. He tried to get back, didn't work out this time, and gonna be seeing SVIFT holding last for the first time this match, I believe.
Yeah, and Ali's not going to be there for a while, so currently Elikor can just freely pick in here. Peek freely, sorry. And it looks like they will not really get anything out of it. It's even Ubers, so they dodge any kind of consequence of Ali dying. But I really like how Ascent, whenever there's these tiny advantages, they just use them to try and to get any openings and see what they can do, and then if they can't do anything, they just retreat. So just good map awareness and game sense in general. And looks like as SVIFT, they have also found the joys of having a pyro, but their pyro cannot protect the sentry gun, it seems. And the Cylinder has even gone down, so that's a pick and a sentry gun down, so pretty good time to push. And Korvac is even in the water, and Thalas is in the water. They're pushing, they're pressuring the point in the riverside. Oh my god, I'm like stepping from stickies. That made me nervous. And they're not really pushing either. They're a bit confusing. I felt like that was a good time to push.
So many things happening at once. It's really hard to follow all the action. It was really good, like distraction plays coming out from Ascent, and they managed to get the sentry, but didn't manage to do anything with it. But now Ascent's falling back. Counter stack from Silentis is in. Gets Elikor decently weak, but doesn't get the frag. Sentry's gonna be spammed down again, twice.
Yeah. It's going to be... Korvac's going to get a lot of points off of this, but I don't think sentry gun damage counts in the logs, unfortunately, for him. You can see the Pyro is desperately trying to reflect literally everything, and so far doing a really good job. Now Samsi is out of ammo, and here comes more spam. He has saved it again. We've seen more Pyros reflecting projectiles for a sentry gun than ever before, I feel. You know, as it's happened so much. But here comes there's people in the water. Ali goes, Ali's down. Oh my god, they just piled onto the point and got it. There was no demo man, so that's what losing a demo man can do for you. You can just lose it, but great play by Ascent.
Yeah, Credu running through water, and I believe the Solly was jumping in to sack. Didn't see any players from SVIFT and just went on the point with Credu, and they managed to cap it before anyone from SVIFT could react to the point play.
That leaves us with a score of 1-1 halfway through the map on the final map in the grand finals of Prem. That's a pretty good spot to be in. Celen's going to jump up through the drop down really early on, do a bunch of spam. But currently it looks like Ascent has better positioning, but oh my god, Ali just crushes everything. It does so much damage, and that's going to completely turn this middle around.
Freddy's behind. Freddy's coming in here onto Babs, gets a nice shot onto Babs and Ali, but doesn't manage to convert it to a frag, and yeah, SVIFT gonna win this middle.
That was just Ali crushing a mid. Like everyone just bunched up, and then Ali just hit everything. It was a really good job.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, SVIFT big Uber advantage here. Gonna be looking to take second. Let's hope they peak the sentry this time. I really hope they do. I hope they don't fall for the same mistakes. Maybe they learn something from the Ascent push. Let's see what they try to do here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as long as they just move in and Uber in through the same side as the sentry is placed, they can just power it down, even through a pyro, air blasting things. Like, that should be possible. Here we go. They're in through on the right side, and they just immediately take it down. So my theory holds correct. They have learned from their mistakes as well. But right now they've only taken down Korvac, and the second soldier is very weak. There we go. All soldiers down. Very few stickies on the point. They have just been baited out, actually, by funds. Great job. He's going to continue to be on it, just on this demo man, and that's going to be it. Everyone just pile onto the point. 2-1 for SVIFT.
Yeah, it looked like it could go Ascent's way there for a few seconds, but then Solly took out Ombrak, and then yeah, they started playing the point. It took a long time for them to start playing the point, but in the end it worked out anyways.
Yep. And it's getting this quick round for Swift is really important for them. You don't really feel safe with Ascent just breathing down your neck, right? Polygon's going to jump in very early on, just get taken down, trying to pressure out Credo, but a lot of the team were just playing around Credo this time around. And here comes the second soldier again, just not being able to get close to Credo, and that felt way too uncoordinated by Swift, just trying to bomb in one at a time at this scout, at this sniper just being protected by the entire team of Ascent.
Yeah, so yeah, full Uber round. No, it's even Ubers. I'm messing up here, but it looks like Ascent is wanting to do something here. Elacor is sticking up the shutter right here. They do have a sniper, so he's gonna be peeking main, try to get any pick he can get.
Yeah, Babs is pretty far forward right now, so she's not just hiding in spawn. So if at any point Swift lose, like take a lot of damage and have to back off a little bit, then Babs will be quite exposed. But as it is, so far she's kind of fine. Kratos on sniper. Whenever the medic's out here, the last is going to run in, try to pressure the point, but doesn't quite get it. Kratos now peeking in here, but gets completely bull rushed by the SAMC scout, and now it's going to mean Ascent will have to retreat. They're actually going to hold pretty aggressively, all things considered, but they should be fine.
Yeah, I feel like this map it's more stuff going Swift's way. Previously it's been everything going Ascent's way, but this time they get the frags and they're managing to pressure the players out, and a nice air shot from Polygon, destroying Elacor, just completely demolishing him. And that's gonna be the second point capped, and no Uber's used.
Really strong push out coming out there, just a fantastic job, just pushing out. And just not even losing anything. Oh my gosh, Lentis goes in and drops Ombrag again. How many times has this happened now? Two perfect rockets doing just the right amount of damage, and Ombrag's gonna get dropped again. That's heartbreaking for Ombrag. So Elacor hits a nice pipe there, but he will eventually go down to the group.
Yeah, Elacor does so much damage there. Gets the fourth and hits some crazy pipes with a lot of damage and gets some air shots as well. So Credit here, playing the backup, is super weak. Managed to dodge a lot of shots there, but in the end, he gets cleaned up. But he bought a lot of time for his team.
Yeah, like just look how little time is actually on the point right now, like in the cap point. So it's pretty even, all things considered. The last being on sniper is gonna slow things down as well, and pushing into that is very uncomfortable, and especially when you're ahead, you don't feel like it really.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, Swift doesn't really need to push, and Ascent can't afford a round reset because there's not time for a round reset. So, yeah, Swift probably gonna play it safe and not push unless they have a good advantage to push on.
Falas is still just rotating around. There's about 8 minutes remaining, 8.5 to be more precise. So he's just looking in through choke, and like, how do you, as the team holding second right now, how do you properly pressure the enemy team? I feel like the easiest way is to go. Oh my god, completely nice. So Lens goes in there and just gets air shot and slammed into the ground. Well, that's one soldier down. So interestingly enough, the Swift are still going for plays even though they're ahead. This Falas has now gone in doing the start up down play. Not going to work out. But yeah, I think the easiest way as Ascent right now would probably be to just pressure in big door around the sniper. That seems like the easiest approach to this.
Yeah, I think what you need to do if you play with a sniper here is just move around, just try different angles all the time. Like, peek choke a bit, make sure people get afraid of you and choke, go to big door, make people scared of you, and then after a while, when people get worse position because you're sniping.
Oh, Ombrag's so weak! And he is actually gonna be forced this time around, and we also have, what's the best class in the game? That's right, that's Pyro. We have Falas on it. I'm not sure why, but oh my god, is he gonna get Babs? Look at the Babs! Babs drops! Babs is way too brave for her own good there. Gonna get taken down by a pipe, and now it's two soldiers just trade up, and now Falas, can he be helpful at all? No, he's not even going to reflect that. So the pyro play did not work out. I'm not quite sure what the plan was because we never really got to see it. But eventually Swift going to win out and take second.
Yeah, he did hit some nice flares onto Babs. So Babs wasn't really regenerating health, but then it wouldn't have mattered anyway because Elikor just spamming pipes towards the general direction of Babs, and Babs not looking at them and getting hit by one.
They'll try to make their way up top right now. It's about 6.5 minutes remaining, plenty of time, but Ascent, they're gonna definitely try to pressure out here. So far they're doing a pretty decent job at it. Polygon is still on this high ground, but he's gotten spammed out quite a bit. But I think Ascent will just end up finding that they can't quite push out. They do have a small advantage, and that might just be what they're pushing on right now. And so far it's not really working out too well because there's two players in big door just threatening to go behind. So that means that the demo man is going to be forced out. Or forced to be back there, and here comes the Uber getting forced out. Solentis just jumped in, and Ombrek just looked at him and go like, no, I'm popping this. The last is now chasing down his demo man. Getting down alley would be a big deal, and they do get him. And here comes the counter Uber, but Babs not managing to get to alley in time to save him. And there's a scout on Babs and Funds. Funds will somehow dodge all those stickies and get out. So Babs with another nice escape here, but actually they haven't even lost middle yet. They're going to need to cap that out.
Yeah, Babs trying to pop the Uber to save Ali, and then Ali died, and shortly after Ali died, I believe it was Asoli who died as well. So unluckily missing 2 flashes there. So it was only Samsi in that Uber, and they had to retreat.
Yeah, they just run towards a player trying to save them desperately, and then they just die right before you can reach them. It feels really bad. The Ombrek is going to be left with another advantage, and this is what we were talking about before. When they are with their backs are up against the wall, they seem to play better, and they are just pushing in here, putting on a ton of pressure. And currently they are managing to get a ton of time onto second, and they've actually managed to push everyone back. But here comes the Uber out, but I said they're going to have the better Uber here. So that's going to get the first flash, and then Elikor will as well. The single scout behind the point. Oh my god, what a pipe! Onto Solentis getting taken down. I'm pretty sure that was just Elikor going nuts once again. He will even get saved by a nice arrow. So
no
this
ammo
is just working
Polygon.
out.
That's really unlucky for Polygon. He had the potential to get 2 frags there, but he had no ammo left, and he gets cleaned up there on second. So yeah, Ascent, man advantage. Gonna be looking to push in here. Gets the pick on the Samsi. Salash is on the point, putting a lot of pressure, and no one is gonna be able to block that on time.
Well, they need to take down this heavy though. Oh my god, they don't even need to. What a great push. That was just basically dry push 1-on-1. Just a clinic being put on by Ascent. Just pushing forward off of small advantages and just having really good DM, and what a team fight overall by them. Great push, and that makes it 2-2. 4 minutes remaining. This is anyone's game. Eaters All Grand Final Season 28. What a game. What a match.
Yeah, 4 minutes on the clock. 5th mid coming in. Let's see where this middle is going down. So we do see Swift trying to take the right side place there. Elikor taking a lot of damage. Polygon is being hit and flying high. Fluo bombing in. Gets 2 really nice frags there. And yeah, I believe Swift are just gonna try to go for Ombrek here.
Yeah, they've done this before, but a nice pipe from Elikor is shutting things down. Leave my medic alone, he says.
Ali was so close getting Ombrek down there. Hit 2 really nice stickies onto Ombrek. Ali was using both scouts of the Swift as a really nice distraction to go in there, but didn't quite manage to get the frag. And I feel like Ascent, they're playing so much better under pressure.
Yeah, they're like the reverse choke, basically. Like you're supposed to be as a kind of unexperienced team on the big stage. You're supposed to choke at this point. They're just not. I guess they got it over with. But they're moving in here. They're going in through the right side. They still haven't used their Uber. They're just milking it. There we go. Finally used it. Takes down the center gun really quickly. And there's still some stickies on the point, but they pressured everyone back into the spawn really aggressively. They haven't quite been able to take them down. Ellie's still in the water. And I think this is actually not working out too well, but they're getting a lot of kills. There's still 2 scouts alive. Scouts are really crazy, but Ali's just still holding in water. Now they're trying to overwhelm this soldier, desperately trying to defend his medic. He will successfully defend his medic, and that's not going to work. And Ascent will have to back out.
Yeah, the mistake Ascent did there was they had no point pressure whatsoever, and Ali could just sit there comfortably and keep the point on lockdown, while the rest of the team was just fleeing back to stay alive. So really good defense from Swift.
And the time on the point even here, you see the Babs with the slight Uber advantage. And, oh my god, like Flu is on Spy. Where is he? Oh, he gets picked off here. He gets sniffed out by Silentis. And now it's going to be 2 players down for Ascent. It's going to be very difficult for them to hold this middle point. And they, Swift have actually gone in through the drop down, and that means that the medic will just be on a 0 pressure. So they'll be able to take this middle. And this is just so back and forth with 1.5 minutes remaining. At some point, it's no longer going to be viable for one team to push. But here comes a suicide in by Silentis, and Ali even going down the road. That's a big deal. That means that Ascent can actually push back.
Yeah, Polygon getting 2 really nice frags, stepping forward in that choke. And Obrak is alone right now.
Thalas is kind of caught in, looks like he juked him in big door and will be able to escape. So good job by Thalas making the best out of a pretty poor situation. But Elikor going in and Korvac dying. Now it's the exact same situation as before, just in reverse. But the Polygon going down. Man, these teams, they just can't quite manage to take each other out enough that they can actually push on it. But there's 1 minute remaining and they don't want to just sit there. It's 2-2. Like we're heading for a golden cap, but there's still about 1 good push remaining, but you have to go pretty damn soon. Like I think as Swift, this is the time. Now you push. Because I don't think you can get the cap the other way around.
Yeah, the Uber has been forced here. It's a solo Uber and a scout, and they managed to force some multi happening, but not too much. So they need to repush right now if they want to have time to go all the way to last.
So Lenses just jumps. Oh my god, destroys Flu. And everyone else just barrels in through big door. This might actually be it. Swift, can they do it? Can they win fast enough? Elikor is still on top of the point though. But man, this is so close. Can they do it? I think it's just not quite fast enough, but there's still about 10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they're gonna be rushing here, trying to bomb on the point. Ali's gonna go to the balcony.
3, oh, there's a heavy. Oh, it's hopeless. Man, what a close fought finals this has been. And now it's gonna go down to the wire. Golden cap, final map. I can't believe it still. I'm speechless. There's so many comebacks back and forth.
That bomb from Silentis from choke to big door to pinch the big door players was just crazy good to get 2 quick frags there, and that turned the whole fight into their favor.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it feels like a team wins because their players go huge, and that's otherwise they're just so evenly matched. But yeah, we're almost gonna go live again. So these guys they want to get this going. They want to keep playing, and I think we're just going to go live now. Ascent have so far won the only one, and
yeah, I believe Swift are going to be feeling the pressure here. They're going to be rolling out here to the last middle of these grand finals, and yeah, Ali is coming up in the choke area. Gonna see if he can get some nice stickies onto Ombrak. Doesn't really get much damage.
Gonna jump in very aggressively here. Hits a nice rocket onto the last, and Polygon will finish it off. So far it looks like it's going to do really well for Ascent, which is off of the back of their soldiers, but it's still pretty even. It's 4 on 4. Korvac will get the next kill, and now all of a sudden it's just looking really strong in favor of Ascent. Korvac going absolutely massive on this mid. Samji's left on 13 HP, desperately trying to get healed. Actually gets an arrow, but the medic will not escape, and now it's just up to Samji. Can he actually get the medic? No, he's just not even close. And that turned around, so, oh man. Ombrak survives with a full Uber. Silentis is up top here, and he wants to go onto this medic, but it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. He gets spotted by Elikor, and he tried to get some damage up, but he managed to escape, so that's really important. That mid-fight, man, it was swinging so many times. It looked like either team could have won it. It was looking convincing for one team, and then someone went huge, and then it was looking convincing for the other team. Just keep changing. The Uber is being popped here through main. They're just bombing in here, and Flu is on the point, getting some good cap time, but Ali has stickies, and he was ready for it. And this is looking pretty good for Swift here. But Elikor hitting so much damage onto Polygon. He's in spawn now. The Elikor is still in, and he's taking no damage.
Yeah, Flu was probably a bit too aggressive. He just jumped into a sentry gun. So not taking down the sentry gun fast enough was pretty much the downfall of that Ascent push. But, you know, they maintain their medic alive, they have their demo man alive, and they basically have everyone up right now. So even though they're at an uber disadvantage, it's going to be very difficult for Swift to push out here because they only have about 25% advantage, not quite enough to properly, comfortably push. And yeah, we do see funds here on the engineer, so that's a pretty safe sign that we're not going to see any kind of push. But maybe Solentis is up to some shenanigans here.
Yeah, let's see what Solentis is doing as he's creeping up here in the Riverside area. Might bump into Fluo if he's not careful here. He's gonna be able to go past him. He gets some nice vision here into lobby, seeing the Ascent players here.
Oh my god, look, this soldier is definitely expecting the spy. And he's just barely missing Solentis, but okay, Solentis, he does get actually spotted, but there we go. I thought he was almost going to escape, but no, there was like 4 players looking for him, so he would not be able
he was
to get out.
uncloaking a bit too close to the scout there, so the scout heard him and just turned around and shot him down. So yeah, man advantage coming in for Ascent, but Solentis is spawning now. Very short spawn coming for him. But a bomb coming in from Korback, and he's gonna get completely shot into the wall by the sentry, and he gets cleaned up.
Yeah, we had the last also pressuring the water, so that was a slight decoy, so to speak. But I really like the way they just send in people to the water and just use that as a distraction and then send in a soldier. It didn't work out that time around because of the sentry gun, but now they probably know where the sentry gun is. Usually when people put the sentry gun there, they're not going to move it, so they can probably try to spam it from balcony or something with the demo man. But Thalas will even take the opportunity to go sniper, just having the door held open for him. So now that they have a sniper, oh my god, he actually got a really good look there. Fun's on 2 HP, just taking the brunt of that body shot. Not quite what Thalas was looking for, but almost getting picked there is nice. And now he's going to go for the hero shot, I think. He's onto this. Oh, Babs. Oh, manages to barely hide behind the pillar, but we've seen Thalas hit that shot a lot of times.
Yeah, even in this series on Snakewater, he just ran in there and just got that headshot. So yeah, that was definitely very close. And Ascent playing it smart, playing it safe, pulling back, not losing any more players.
Dude, my heart is racing so much. I'm cheering. I have to admit, like, I'm cheering for Ascent here. But man, this is so close. And looks like Swift, they will actually move out here pretty aggressively, and they even had okay, they don't have a sniper in River anymore. They will actually just back off here. But you know, you constantly see teams just move forward here, and whenever they do, I just begin feeling nervous for either of them. But Thalas is now, I think he was looking for the engineer again, but then the soldier just jumped in front of his crosshair and saved the engineer. But Thalas, he might just go for the hero shot again.
It looks like he's definitely gonna do that, but good pressure coming out from Solentis to make sure no hero shots will be made at that point. But Thalas is up there again.
Oh,
he gets
he's
so
just
much
standing
time,
there.
but he gets taken out by double aggression from Polly and Solentis. And Solentis is aggressive, going for the counter-sack here, but might not be able to find something. But he is in far, hits 2 nice rockets, but a bit too long range to do a lot of damage. So Armback is gonna stay alive here.
And at some point, like, if they don't push out here Swift, at some point, I mean, Thalas is probably gonna hit the shot, right? Like at some point, because he's getting in really deep, and he just gets to stand there for like a solid 3 seconds before
you
they
can
kill
see
him.
that he's really confident, and he knows he's gonna hit it sooner or later, so he's just trying it. But oh, look at how far in he is, and he actually hits
there we
shot.
go.
Oh my god, Thalas is insane. He just runs all the way in and takes Babs out with 1 clean shot.
Yeah,
oh my god.
We can literally say we told you so, because I mean, it was just a matter of time. He was getting in so deep every single time. But here comes Uber, and it's not working. This push is terrible. How do they throw this away? Oh man. So now now Babs is actually going to be left with an advantage again.
Sticky trap here from Elcor in main. Someone might fall to it. But yeah, Swift is moving slow here, so they might not be able to push. The respawners are coming in there from Ascent, but they're finally in here, and they got pretty good lockdown of the areas. But Credit's going for the backup here. He spotted Ali, gets some nice shots, and gets the frag as well. So Credit wreaking havoc from behind.
Yeah, and Ascent, they're gonna move in again. There was some contention up top here, but the scout will just move back out again. So Babs, he is on the Uber advantage, not enough to push on. And at this point, they're gonna be sweating. Like they've been doing everything right, like Ascent. They did everything right. They played it right. They got the crucial med pick, and then they threw it all away. And then they didn't really get punished that hard. And now they're back. Now they get another chance. But they're gonna have to earn this ETF2L title. Holy hell!
Yeah, man, this game, it's I'm a loss of words. I don't know what to say. Thalash is in water. Sentry has been taken out.
And he's weak on heavy. Thalass is still hiding in water, and Cylinders, I don't think he's spotted him quite yet. Now he does. Just gonna walk up, give him a kiss, and kill him with 2 rockets. No biggie. And Ascent will just back off. And now Thalass is probably gonna use it as an excuse to go sniper again. You know, like if he continues to be given that much space, surely he can just do it again, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so good at hitting those shots and finding the good angles. And look at Samsey here, creeping up in the river area, getting the frag onto Fluo. And the Korvac is in trouble now. He's all alone. And that's 2 nice frags. But look at Thalash just running all the way in and getting a nice headshot onto Silentes, I believe, in choke there. And now they need to get cap time. They have no cap time. This is very dangerous. They do have pretty good eyes here on the big door area.
All Thalass gets alley. That's really huge. Now the door's going to be open, ready here. But I think Funds might be able to cap it out. He's still on top of it. He does indeed cap it. That's a really big deal. And Umbrecht has also popped first, but they are way more people, and even the Funds will get taken down. So Babs, she will conserve her Uber, and she will be with a soldier here that she can heal. But they're actually just going to hide in water so far with the demo man. Interesting decision now, and the soldier's just in on them, Flew, looking for that respawn queue. And they're just going in so aggressively. Oh my god, Elikor taking down 2 players, and now Babs is left alone in water with his Uber. She desperately doesn't want to use it, but there's a scout on her as well. She still hasn't used it. She's on 20%. Oh my god. I can't believe she didn't use that. That's really
crazy.
Well played.
Absolutely crazy. And that could be something that could actually win the round for them, because they could push mid with this. And
win the championship.
Yeah, win the championship. Yeah. Oh. This is a map we will never forget. It's just back and forth all the time, and it's so close. And look at SVIFT, they're moving big.
Korvac's hiding up top. Polygon will even get taken down here. Korvac actually not doing that much damage right here. A nice try. And then Thalass will even get taken down. Umbrecht, he's going to have to run with his 80% Uber.
Yeah, they're going to get the cap safely here. They're the nice respawner, so they're most definitely going to walk forward. Gotta be careful for the sticky traps of Elikor though. And the big door area here. Ali has jumped up on top and he's locking down that lobby door, so reverse rolls here as SVIFT is holding second.
So they got their medic sniped by a hero shot on last, and then they managed to hold it. Then they didn't quite manage to push out, and now they somehow, after a lot of good holds, managed to push all the way back, and then they got pushed really far back again, and their medic got set down to like 30 to 20 HP, didn't pop the Uber, and now they're getting ready to use it onto this last. What a roller coaster of events. It's still not over, but they want it to be. It's still even Ubers, so yeah, let's see how they approach this whole situation.
Yeah, let's see if they decide to send maybe Cillian for a sack and get him on sniper and try to recreate the Thalash play. But Funds actually gets taken down here. Maybe it's a Fun sniper, a Fun spy.
Yeah, it could be. Also, they've been pretty good at just opening the door for people to run back, so he might just do that. I can't remember seeing Funds play a whole lot of sniper. I've seen it happen, and he's pretty good at it, but I think he's just better on scout. So I think he just prefers to do that. And
it looks like
Funds,
he's wanting the off class here, yeah. And he's gonna be going sniper.
Yeah, he was actually holding the door open, but he was like, "Oh, okay. If you don't wanna, I'll do it."
It looks like he was discussing with his team if he could off class or if someone else wanted off class. And he has been spotted here as well by Korvac, so let's see. I believe he's not gonna get as much space as Thalash does. I do not know how Thalash got all that space, but he's jumping up.
Okay. Yeah, these 2 snipers, they know the play. Just get onto that little lip and take down the medic. Just look for him.
Yeah.
There.
And yeah, Flu and Korvac doing a really good job of just protecting that Riverside, making sure nothing can peek. And Thalash is actually in as Pyro, and he gets the frag onto Ali and no Samsi.
Wow, the Pyro Flames were so good. But Silentis has actually gone, he was hiding and now he's going into last. And is just an engineer. He's on the point. Can he do it? No, Credu will hold it. Oh my god, I was getting nervous.
Yeah, that was almost really unfortunate timing from Credu because he just upgraded the sentry as Silentis was jumping in, so sentry couldn't shoot him. But then in the end he wins that fight.
Oh, Demoman jumps in, gets Ubered. Ombrek still hasn't used his, but Ali will get the Flu, so Flu gets dropped from the Zuba, and the second has still not been capped. And there we go, we see Ombrek finally will manage to take the Uber off and get the cap out, but I think Swift, they're just winning this fight so convincingly. This repush is doing great work for them, and they might even be able to get this last soldier. Yeah, Korvac's on 1 HP, is surviving so far, but he's not going to be a whole lot of help if Swift is pushing immediately. So that will go down. He was a really good key to actually doing this. Kratos indeed going to get paused, and that's going to be it. Swift is your champion of ETF2L Season 28. Oh my god,
What a game.
that was such a back and forth match.
What a game. I don't know what to say. I'm in a loss of words right now. That last second brawl we saw, Ali did a really smart thing where he, instead of trying to escape, he just jumped up behind, caused a lot of chaos for the Ascent players, and the repush was so good, as well as the kiting from Swift. And Ombrak was found in not an ideal position, and he was cleaned up. And at the back of that, they could just push last and, yeah, win the round, win the championship.
Yeah, congratulations. Is Funds on the roster? Can we call him an ETF2L champion?
Yeah, we have to discuss the situation there if call it that, but I think he deserves it. He's played in the match, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll be looking at any logs. Looks like we are, but yeah, Elikor once again just doing absolute work. He's really good, it turns out.
Yeah. He's just hitting a lot of pipes and just hitting a lot of damage. Even with the stick, he's just really good at denying areas.
Yeah. Man, that was so back and forth. I don't feel like there was any really standout. Like Samsi had another good game, really solid, and then last also just did work. Hit some shots.
Credo on product. Process, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. That's probably... Yeah, who would you say is the man of the match, like the entire match?
It's really hard to say because of how back and forth it was. I think Samsi consistently did pretty well throughout the series. The maps that was really close, or that Swift won, Samsi was playing well. So, yeah.
Alright, that's fair. But we are now getting both players from both teams in here, and we will, let me just unmute them so they can actually speak. But congratulations, Silentis, first of all, by winning that. It's quite the back and forth match.
I was so mad on process. I was so tilted. I was 1-11, and I was like, "Where's my team?" And then Ali told me to shut up. And then
we won. What the fuck?
We won. That was
Yeah, the commiserations to you, Ombrak. It's been a hell of a run. It seems like whenever you end up against Swift, you're just like a nipple hair away from snatching victory, but this wasn't quite enough. But good season, man.
Thank you.
Very impressed by your plays, and I actually want to ask you guys, Swift, what happened in that third map? It just looked like you woke up from sleeping or something. Suddenly you were playing together.
We just didn't want to lose, really. So we just tried super hard to win.
I also had a really emotional speech before Gully. So yeah, I think that's very,
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And I want to know
can
who
you carry
Tiger
me?
is. Is that actually Tiger, or is it Fun?
Yeah, it's me.
Why is Tiger in here? You didn't play. Why didn't you
No,
play
I
Tiger?
just,
He was at
I was
Spirit
working. I
Animal.
literally just got home.
All right. Well, congratulations on winning Prem, Tiger. You really did a great job. Good job.
I got my team there. It's close enough.
All right. I mean, I bet you were sweating quite a bit when you were watching this. I don't know if you were watching.
It was
at all.
actually really fun to watch.
Yeah, a lot of medic drops and picks. It was
Yeah,
really good.
it was good.
There was big plays coming back and forth, and yeah, I don't know
It
what to
was
say.
pretty much only Tallers on that team, right?
Did you see? I
This guy?
unlocked Sniper this game. I was like, I'm so mad. I just go Sniper on last, and I headshot 2 scouts. I'm like, all right, this is my class.
And both
would
me
you
and
say that
Peter
was
were
the
very
turning-
surprised.
We should get funds in here though too.
Well, technically, like I headshot 2 scouts, and then we push out, and then we cap on process. So I'm gonna take responsibility for that one.
All right. Ali, you're back. Good to see you, buddy. How was it? Are you back for good, or would you just come in here to win a championship?
I just came here to win.
Alright.
I don't know. I might keep playing, but I think I'm pretty much done with TF2 at this point. If there's any hope of me continuing to play, then it's gonna be rewind plan. But we'll have to see what happens. I can't promise anything. You know.
All right. Well, you played really well, so I'll give you that. But Ombrek, I want to hear a little bit about it. You guys were coming in as the underdogs, just in general in the season. I think most people didn't really think much of you guys. I pretty much wrote you guys off, and then
Thank you.
then you managed to come all the way back in. And then, what were you feeling after that second map?
Good. I don't know. Yeah, we knew we were coming from. We weren't expected to win this one, and to be honest, coming from the brackets, taking the lead, of course we're disappointed, but I don't know. I feel like we could have won, and it's why I don't have regrets, or I don't feel bad because I don't feel like we played bad. I played bad on the personal level, but other than that, I think we should be proud of what we've done and maybe build on that momentum for next season.
All right. I want to know, just on a personal question, who's Pocket and who's Roamer? I still haven't figured it out.
So Elacor is playing Pocket Soldier, Salash is Roamer, Flu plays Spy, and we don't know. It varies, sometimes we swap.
All
It doesn't
right.
work, but we try.
All right, that clears everything up. And Fun sure also have now also joined us. Well
Hello.
played, and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. It feels really good to win with my team.
What are your plans for next season as far as teams go? Are you still? Have you actually left Low Panda, or do you not know what you're gonna do?
I don't think Low Panda's going to be playing next season by the looks of it. Although there are these constant jokes of just continuing with, I don't know, off-classing. As far as it goes, I think I'm just LFT, see what's out there. I don't really mind.
ETF2L Prem champion, looking for team.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Swift Gaming will be back next season.
Dude, I feel like I've broken my 2nd place curse.
We
Yeah.
usually have.
You finally
I did
beat
it
Talish
last
in the final as well.
Did you won last season?
Yeah, but I was on Merc, and
Yeah,
everyone just
okay.
told me it didn't count. But everyone hates me, so sorry.
Funds, it doesn't count according to Sil.
Yeah, right. Alba said that Samsey was his man of the match. Would you agree, Samsey? It seemed to me like you were playing really well overall. You were hitting so many shots and making so many good plays and just being really solid.
I feel like that's really kind of Alba. But I think from playmaking perspective, it definitely was Talish tonight.
Yeah,
So
I'll
I
give
don't know.
some-
I mean, I
Excuse
played my
me?
role, I guess, but
How many times do you want me to
I'll-
make a play?
I'll give you some background on
Give me
my
a play. Look at my
choice.
KD in that golden cap.
I'll give you,
The
give
golden
you some
cap, what are
some
you on
background.
about?
I don't know. I just remember the golden.
Samsey. So I picked you because it just felt like in the maps that you won, you were just solid throughout the maps, and yeah, I think you did a good job.
Thanks for that, I guess.
Yeah, I will say Silentus dropped Ombrek a lot of times, like
3
so
or
many
4 times, something like that.
You can definitely tell. Like there was a lot of time Ombrek we can just tell where you were going like, I'm not popping on this. I'm not like no, you just gotta kill him, and then just barely managed to get it off the last rocket.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play versus good players.
Yeah, it's annoying. But yeah. Okay, what's your opinion on because there's a lot of times where you definitely would like taking these risks where you could just tell like you were just taking this very very deliberate risk of just not popping and just trusting your team. Are you going to stop trusting them?
I think when I dropped 3 times on Gullywash, then I got jumped by Seal a 4th time, and I didn't use, and that was the correct play. I don't know. I don't think I played well, obviously, because I dropped a lot. But in this game, like these games have been so tight, I feel like you win on slight edges, and sometimes not popping when you can is what makes you win a round. Unfortunately, I kind of beefed here, but you know that happens. Shout out to getting that many kills on me. One I regret a lot is when you backstabbed me in Riverside because I heard your footsteps, but I didn't realize quick enough.
You talking to me?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, what the river spot?
Yeah, on spot. Yeah, I heard you coming behind me, but someone was talking.
You can
and
hear
I was
those.
Like, yeah, you couldn't hear the
Oh,
footsteps.
how loud's your game? Like my game's so low, so I'm like, they'll
not
never
loud
hear me
enough.
just unquote here.
Yeah, I know. I just listen to music all the time, so I can't hear anything. Like I'm the worst at getting backstabbed. It happens all the time because I can't hear anything. But yeah, let's see if we can sum up the season. Like, I don't know, Babs. Like, how was the season overall for you guys? Was it fun playing with Swift? Do you know what the plans are for next season?
It was really difficult for me at first to settle in because it's a total different playstyle I experienced in Swift compared to Ascent back at LAN and stuff like that. But overall, I think I had a great season. I was able to get a lot of experience, and I'm proud I got picked up and got the chance to play. And I think overall, I improved a lot. And next season, I'm not sure yet. I have a lot of work to do right now, but I'm trying to play. I really want to go to Rewind, so I'm looking forward to do that. But yeah, we'll see.
And I'm not. Who's the team leader of Swift? Is it you, Samsey?
Well, if Ali's stepping down, then it's probably
Samsey, I would say. He's our leader.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
I put my heart and soul into this team.
and you just left me midway in an official.
It's because I love you guys too much. You know?
Yeah. My question is about Rewind Land. Do you guys know if you're going or?
Nah, I don't think so. Like,
I would
I'm
like
put
to
it
go
bluntly, but
with someone.
Yeah.
I mean, some people will probably go, but I don't think this team will go.
Yeah, I don't think everyone's gonna be able to with school and things like that, so it's gonna be a bit difficult.
Oh, so you might be split up on different teams or having like a halfway coupled together one or something?
Yeah.
Alright. And what about next season for Swift? Like,
There will be a Swift team. I'm trying to keep the, in quotations, brand alive. So watch out for that.
I don't know who's playing it though.
Alright. Alba, do you have any more questions? Otherwise, we're just going to go through some shoutouts. We have a lot of shoutouts today. A lot of players in
I
here.
don't know. I'm just in a loss of words. So let's start the shoutouts. Let's start with Ali.
Shout out to my team. Shout out to my mom.
Yeah, shout out to Ali's mom.
And that's about it.
Babs?
Shoutouts to everyone who supported me through the season. I think everyone knows who I'm talking about, or like the people know who I'm talking about. Shoutouts to my team. I appreciate you and the season. It was great. Also to you guys, to TFTV, to the people who are watching. And yeah, shoutouts to Raymond in particular, to TD, to Sylves, and Tasu.
Funds.
Shoutouts to the Low Panda gang. Shoutouts to Hobnobs and Harry. And shout out to Samzy for some reason having faith in me to make. I guess it worked.
Ombrek.
It's gonna be a long one. So shout out to everyone from TFTV. I think you don't get as much credit as you should get. So shout out to everyone, to people who casted with me. So that's like TurboTabs, Beta, The Frosty, Ro, Nisel, Gem, and Degu. And hope I'm not missing Mbabs. Shout out to all the people who merked for us throughout the season. So that's Fund, Nuthouse, Medico, Talash, of course, and Skyper, who merked for 15 more minutes of warm-up.
And Crafty Dave.
And Crafty Dave, of course, Big Dave. How am I missing the Dave? Thank you, somebody. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Epli, Cello, Cat, and Pi. And shout out to my team, Korvac, Neo, Credu, Elacor, and Fluo. And I don't know, I feel emotional, so I will thank everyone I met through the game. And I don't know, especially some boys and a girl I hope will be parts of my life for a very long time, so shout out to these people.
Can you say the names?
No.
No, we're just going to move on to Polly before Ombrek just starts.
I think they know who I'm talking about, so that's enough.
Shout out production, shout out my team, shout out Scott, Koff, and Max. That's it.
Excellent.
Shout out to everyone who calls me toxic. Shout out to my ego, which has gone so big.
Can we wrap this thing with this?
Can we just kick him, please?
I think that's the best way to end the season.
All right, then before the robots rise up further, Santi.
Yeah. Shout out to my team. Shout out to the whole TFTV production crew, etc. Shout out to Snack, because he's asking for it. Shout out to Sonny Black and Ips, who are both casually lurking in chat still after all these years. That's it.
And then finally, the guy who snuck his way in.
He didn't play! Don't let him speak.
Let him speak, please. He's our carry.
Yeah. You're gonna get like a 10-second shout out, Tiger, so use them wisely.
Shout out to my team and shout out for Funds for being a very good replacement.
All right.
And I just want to shout out to Swift as well, because this was a really good game. Like every game we played against them was really good. So shout out to the Swift people.
I wanted to die.
So you killed me instead. Thank you.
No, I just died in game.
And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it here from me, Alba, and Gem tonight. Once again, big shout out to both of these teams for putting on an absolutely incredible final to this season. And that's gonna be it. Like, Alba, can you believe it? It's done for ETF2L season 28.
Before we close this down, I'm gonna throw some shoutouts of my own.
Do it.
So yeah, shoutouts to Ali and Smira for an amazing weekend. Shoutouts to Pappy. Shoutouts to ARP God. Shoutouts to the city Borlänge SOS for being bad. Yeah, that's it. Shoutouts to you, Peter, and Gem.
Fuck at that for.
Well, I guess my shout out will just be to all the people that didn't upload their demos this season. So, like, that's why the season finale was so late, because nobody uploaded their demos, basically.
Yeah, but you get the playoff games, so it's better.
Is it out yet?
Have you put my airshots in your videos? I get like one airshot per video, and I just rewatch it for like 20 minutes.
Do you have my arrows on Elacor so he doesn't die on Gullywash?
All my clips are fucking sniper.
I didn't take a whole lot of clips this time. I'm gonna need to do a lot of things, but yeah, that's coming up. I'm gonna that video is gonna happen pretty soon, and then there's also some other stuff going on. I'm gonna be announcing another tournament that I'm gonna be funding. It's gonna be pretty fun. I don't know what we're gonna do in this off season, but surely we can find some way to have some fun in TF2. And then just other than that, thank you guys all for watching and sticking with us for the entire season. And just cheers to you guys, and big shout out and hope for a bright future for TF2 and another great season coming up after this one. But yeah, from me, Alba and Gem, thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.
Salut.